Hi, guys. Welcome to Afternoon Halloween Spooky Tea with Busy Blue and Joleen. If this is your first time on my channel, hit that subscribe. Also, smash the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And give this video a like. It helps us so much in the algorithm of YouTube life to just give it, smash the like, smash it, smash it, smash it. Let's get to 1,000 likes in this video. We have lots to discuss today. We are going to be breaking down the Real Housewives of Atlanta has their new trailer out and some behind the scenes things going on there. We're also going to be talking about some Big Brother 22 outside of the house post-season drama and tea. And we're also going to be talking about the continuing saga drama of John Yates versus the world. It was Sharrell versus John Yates, and now it's John Yates versus Leida. It's just John Yates versus the world. Now, we are not going to be doing the thing that we say we don't like when they do that, okay? We are actually going to be turning on our cameras. And since it is Halloween, Busy, are we ready to turn on our cams?
I think we are.
All right, Busy Blue, Joleen, let's see what you look like today.
Happy Halloween! Spooky Halloween!
Ooh, I wish I had some spooky Halloween music I would play. That sounds like sex. Maybe just my sex.
I'm Raven, you guys.
I don't really know what I am. I kind of use this wig regularly, but I haven't worn a wig in a while. A Party City wig, as me and Busy call them. And so, yeah. And so, Busy, tell us all about your look.
I have no idea what it is. My partner had it in his closet, and I was like, what nasty stuff are you doing with this? Okay. Mm-hmm. So I said, oh, I want to go with something. It was either this or the cowboy hat.
I want to see the cowboy hat so bad.
So we could do both. Let me take this off. Hold on, guys.
Yeah, because then we can see your pretty face. Oh, look at you. Did you just get a haircut? That looks so good.
Oh, no, my hair, this whole thing.
Oh my gosh, you look like you're about to go on tour with like Cedric the Entertainer and everybody for like comedy, you know, like back in the days of like Bernie Mac. It's a Bernie Mac hat.
Like I'm about to sing you guys a Western. I look like I'm about to say boom, boom, cat, boom, the cat, the clap. That's Miley Cyrus, if you guys know that song.
I don't. Wait, do I?
I think it's the hold down, something like that. I don't know.
Boom, boom, cat, boom. I don't know. That reminds me of making the band. Remember that choreographer was like boom, scat, scat, boom, bop, bop. Cha, cha.
The infamous Lorianne Gibson.
Yeah, sorry, I should know. Lorianne, is that her name?
Yes, the infamous Lorianne Gibson. Too much.
Boom, boom,
that's
boom,
what she
scat,
told girls. Yes, boom, boom, cat, boom. Okay, you got it. It's a cat, boom, cat, boom.
I was saying scat. Isn't that a?
Oh one? No, we don't do that.
That's poo-poo. Sorry, guys.
What's going on, Joleen? Ew.
Welcome everyone in the chat. 171 of you joining us so far. Smash that like. I've also linked our social medias in the description, and I have also linked Busy Blue's channel. You guys, Busy Blue is well over 3K subs. Our goal is to get him to 5K subs. I think.
Oh, yes, and you know what? I have the same goal too. You guys, Joleen, get me up to 5K, please, Joleen. Jolie. Let us do some afternoon tea.
Busy, you have to do our new intro song. That was beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I just made it up off the spot. I would like to thank God first.
Everybody's got to thank God first. Welcome, you guys. Just remember, Super Chat's a great way to support the channel. Also, there's links for Cash App, Venmo. Busy, what's your Cash App?
My Cash App, Busy Blue. Same one, money sign, Busy Blue. I keep it all very streamlined.
Yeah, you do. That's really
good. For the girls. So yeah, what are y'all drinking? Oh my God, just water today. Okay. I've had my fair share this week. I had a raise and I was nervous the day before leading up to it. And I've had my fair, let's just say I've had my fair share of drinks.
And I am always sober Sally, so I am drinking iced tea with lemon that my sweet husband put together for me.
I know. Oh my gosh. And he came in, he put it down. Oh, so gently. It looks so good. Thank you, child.
Yes. So we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, but you can support us that way. Otherwise, just, let us know your thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams in the comment section. We love when you guys participate. We love that you have been joining us on the Saturday tea time afternoons. It's Halloween. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. Oh, and my husband's back. I always have to have multiple. Thank you, Chuck. He's going like this. No more requests. This is, I needed a,
no.
I need
What
a
is
little
that?
Perrier. Well, we don't have lime. I usually like it with lime. There's a couple of lemon seeds in there, so he did lemon, and then I like to have iced tea. I gotta have options.
Yes, I love it. Where's my options? My partner's slipping.
Well, me and Busy like to talk, so we are gonna be on.
You know what? I am a sparkling water connoisseur. Right now, I'm onto Aha's. So with me today, I have a Aha black. Sorry, my ring light is in the way. Black cherry and coffee, has a little bit of caffeine in it.
Ooh.
Really, really love. And then I have. Oh, he did give me options. I got an Aha. This is lime and watermelon.
Oh my god!
But my favorite sparkling water of them all are bubblies. I love a bubbly because on the lid it talks to you. Oh, I wish I had one in here. It says like hello, or say what's up. It'll say love you or something. And when you open it, yeah, and the branding is just amazing.
Aha, is it at Target? Because I was gonna go to Target later today.
So Aha's, I think, are at Target, but so are bubblies. Bubblies are my favorite. BUBL. Wow.
I've had those. I found myself just liking a Pellegrino with just out of the bottle, the glass bottle. No, but I'm telling you, fill your glass up with ice. Don't chill the Pellegrino. Leave it on the side so you look fancy. Like, hey, friends who aren't coming over. It's a pandemic. Look at me. I can afford fancy water. It's not really that fancy, but it's in a bottle. It looks fancy, Yeah. And then you fill your cup up with ice, and then you pour the Pellegrino over the ice, and it just falls so nicely. And then you cut some limes. You just squeeze a bunch of lime, and then you top it with more Pellegrino, mix it in, and let me tell you, it is divine. This one is lemon and not as much ice as I would prefer. But thank you, Chal.
Thank you, Chal. There's nothing like, and I don't know if this is just marketing for me, but nothing like condensation on the glass of ice water. It just makes you want it more. It's just dripping down on the sides, and it's just like, give me that glass right now.
And they know that. That's why when you see all the pop commercials, as we call it in Minnesota, I never called it soda till I moved to Arizona and California, but pop.
I say
soda, pop. You say pop too?
Where I'm from, we say pop.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so
this
the pop
is the
commercials.
Pop in sign language.
And you'll be at the movie theater. Yes, this is pop and this is popcorn. I know the things that I love. And they will have when you're like sitting in the movie theater, when we used to go to movie theaters, and it would be like the fizz and the condensation and just the hearing the pouring. And it was like, I need a Coca-Cola Classic right now. I need it in my mouth.
I've never been a big soda drinker. I don't know what it is. I realize I don't like sodas, and I don't like sweets. I'm not a sweets eater.
That's why you stay so fit, and that's why I'm just a chunky monkey. Like, that's what happens.
Lies. First of all, you are fit. I just don't like something about carbs. Okay, we are so on, but no, we're on. This is us. Yes. This is us.
And welcome, Lucy Watson.
Hey, Lucy, long time lurker. How you been lurking and not commenting? You always comment, even if it's just like a hi, and then let it go by and hope nobody sees it. But it's something about carb, like, so I love noodles, but I don't like bread. I just like, that's like a fanny dooley for anyone who's young enough to know Zoom. Busy B loves noodles, but he doesn't like bread. Why do you think that is? But it's something about like a bagel.
What?
I feel like it's taking all the moisture out of my mouth. I'm just chewing, and just, it's something about bread and toast, and all of that is just, when it's too much bread in my mouth, I just feel like I'm not able to breathe. It's just like all the chewing and shaking on my moisture.
I love when my mouth is so full I can't breathe. I love it.
I can't stand carbs. I just can't stand carbs, candies, or sodas.
those are like my go-tos. I was talking to Ina earlier today, and I was like, because we were talking about, like different things, whether it be diets or medications that say you'll lose weight. And I'm like, my X-Men power, you have to tell me what your X-Men power would be. My X-Men power is I can gain weight no matter what. They were like, be vegan. Vegans. So I did vegan for 60 some days years ago, gained weight. They gave me Adderall at one time for my ADHD, and I hated it. It just made me like feel cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and really aggressive. But that part of me, I was in my 20s and I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll get skinny. I got fat on Adderall. Like I can gain weight on anything. It's my X-Men power. Don't be jealous. What would your X-Men power be, Busy?
I can sweat at all times. I'm always hot. And I came out the womb like this. My mother has hated it. You put me in 50 degrees and I'm sweating. There's moisture. If people are thirsty, if you're confused, if you're lost, oh no, we're running out of water. Like I got you. Like I can just give some out, give heat out. I just always am hot. You know how this anemic girl and my sister's anemic, and no matter where we go, what we do, they're cold. She's freezing. It could be 98 degrees and she's freezing.
And Nick Lachey's there and she is still freezing.
Yes, he's singing. The rest of those boys who didn't make it are singing too, and she's like freezing. And I'm always hot. At 50 degrees, 40 degrees, 30 degrees, I'm like, oh, someone turn the heat down, please. I'm just always hot. I'm always sweating.
You know what? I feel like every woman over the age of 35, definitely 40, can relate to, because I'll tell you, after I turned 35, my tits never stopped sweating. My tits are running up. Marathon. See, I don't exercise, but my boobs are like Boston Marathon.
Not with you.
So I get it. Okay. Shout out to, let's start. We're going to get into our tea now, you guys. We have lots of little things we want to hit at. Now, there's one thing. So honestly, Honecker, hi, Miranda, one of our favorites. Make sure you sub to Miranda.
In the fam.
We love her. So we have like a little girl squad foursome. It's me, Busy, Miranda, and Sarah from Nerdtainment. Shout out, all the love. We're going to start doing more ladies' night lives where we talk about all things, because we're all super good friends, but we're all really different and we bring in different perspectives and it's fun. Now, interesting fact. So as Busy and I are breaking down this John Yates versus the world, initially it involved Sharrell, but now Sharrell seems pretty much out of it.
We're on the sequel. I think we're on like John Yates versus part 4.
Yes, 4. We're somewhere. We're like, I mean, this is like,
he's like Michael Myers. He's never leaving.
Yes,
and it's going to be him with other people every time. It's just Michael Myers with other casts.
Yep, every year. You think they're dead? They're not gone.
Yeah, and somewhere around there's Jamie Lee Curtis, and she's scared.
Yes. Oh, and she's got Activia and a knife. She's ready to party, So the funny thing is, though, never in my life did I think people would try to start YouTube drama. We cover YouTube drama, but start YouTube drama with me, Busy, Miranda, and Sarah. Yet it has happened. We have a troll. A troll has tried to infiltrate our circle. We are the Destiny's Child, the original, but we all get along. No one's getting kicked out. And Busy says we're all the Beyonce. No one has to be the Michelle. Nobody. Yeah.
I mean, but we can, though. She is the bridge queen. No one does a bridge better than her.
No, and Michelle is underrated. It's just easy to go Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle. And, that's like an ongoing joke with friend groups, I think. Well, I had a 3-person friend group. We're still friends. And we would always be like, I'm the Beyonce. No, I'm the Beyonce. You're the Kelly. You're the Michelle. And whoever we were mad at was the Michelle.
She's better to just be 3LW at that point. No one has to pick. We're all mildly talented.
Now, was 3OW Prometheus?
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of it. Prometheus. Looking at your page, seeing different numbers. I can sing the song, though. I really did like 3OW, so I ain't going to hate them like that. Hey, y'all. Does this mean that we've made it? Because now we have, like, trolls.
Yeah, we have a troll, you guys. Before. And listen, troll, if you're watching, we figured out who you were because we're really smart. And let's just say you might be able to get into the John Yates world and turn people against each other, but you can't turn this force against each other.
We know it's you, Amber. We knew from the beginning. We knew from the beginning. We knew it was Amber. Look at it. It's Amber in the comments right there. Somebody screenshot that. Send it to us. If you think it is or if you don't think it is, it's Amber.
Thank you, Lori, for the $5 super chat, the first super chat of the live vote. Joleen, Viking Purple, of course. Maybe they win a game. Oh, my husband would be so happy, but I'm not going to turn into Heather Enderton about it. Love Busy and Joleen.
None of that means. Oh, look at her smile. Thank you so much, Lori. What do you for Halloween, Lori Rose?
Yeah, so we got an Amber Alert. Now, in all honesty, it's not Amber.
It's not Amber. Yeah. Sorry, that's a running joke. If Amber's watching, which you may be, girl. Hey.
Hey, Amber. We got no shade on you.
Jade. Nope. Yeah, it's just unfortunately, you're the part of the joke, but it's not about you anymore.
We just like write it down. Is that Amber? Is that Amber?
Is that her? Screenshot it, you guys. Screenshot. If you think or if you don't think, maybe not. That looks like maybe her, maybe not be her. Carrie, one of my faves, only because I love her so much.
Carrie, the teacher, the history teacher. I'm learning so much about everyone in the chat. Okay, so real quick, they hit all of us up, and they hit Miranda's comments up in my DMs. So the first one was, I woke up to, you fat effing whale bitch or something. Like, I was like, oh my God, thank you. I love whales. Like, I used to, before I found out that SeaWorld was horrible, I loved Shamu, the killer whale. I had a Shamu doll. So to be compared to a whale, I feel is like.
She knew that about you. Are we sure it's a troll or he, she? Sorry. Amber knows so much about you. Are you sure that they don't go to school with you? And they were just like, oh, she'll love this when she wakes up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just knew I liked whales. So they were like, hey, you effing whale, LOL. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Whales are like super smart. They live a long time. They got barnacles. I'm full of barnacles. I mean,
she's so sweet. I want somebody to talk to me like that in the DMs.
I know. So I sent it to Miranda, had messaged me as I'm looking at this. She said, how are you doing today? And I was like, oh my God, speaking, one of my foursome cast members, I screenshot it and Miranda goes, that same person is coming into my comments. Then she screenshot it and we were like, oh, then we did a little investigating. And then we found out who it was. And we're like, okay. So they were basically trying to get us to hate each other. They were like, Miranda, Joleen, and this is so funny, you guys. They're like, Miranda, Joleen and Sarah from Nerdtainment said your hair is oily. I had to explain.
I learned about dry shampoo.
Why women use dry shampoo. And when Miranda has a lot more hair than I do, but I think her hair might be considered fine. My hair is, I used to say thin. People are like, no, it's fine. So it gets, if I don't wash it, which I can't wash it every day, I use a lot of dry shampoo because it's not good to wash your hair every day. So otherwise it gets oily. So they were saying that me and Sarah, can you guys imagine if you know Sarah from Nerdtainment, ever saying anything? She would never. And then they said, Busy and Joleen dead ass literally just text me and said they hate, what did they say? They hate, or they're annoyed going live with you or something so crazy.
And they spelled they spelled Busy Blue with the E.
Listen,
and anyone who likes me or knows me or I'm texting you would never, ever, ever spell my name like that. And there was a space in the middle. Ew. It was like, what is going on? We are big time, Trey. We are big time.
I love how you were like, ew.
It was so disgusting. There was a space in between and there was an E. I was like, oh, so disgusting. Oh my God. I was like, who wrote this?
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I know you're trying because you're bored and you're trying to get us to do, it's not gonna happen. We make fun of the stuff, we give commentary, we're comedians. This is not our first rodeo. So God bless. But
call me animal names though. Right, the audacity of spelling it like that was so disgusting. But come in my DMs. Let's be clear. I never check that other side. Rarely check that other side. I know you're really bad at that. You're really bad. It's like, Joleen, stop accepting that.
I try not to reply to everyone because then I start replying and then everyone's just like, Joleen, you can't, other YouTubers like, you can't reply to everyone. But I feel I respect, if you message me something nice, I want to reply.
And that was a nice message.
Yeah, that was a nice
That's true. I have to. It was a nice message. She brought up your favorite animals. She's like, oh my gosh, look at you. Your PhD, that girl, you got it going on, girl. Talk to me like that, you guys. I'll never see it.
I think it was Jen. Jen was in. She was mad. She was using her clinical psychology degree allegedly to just come at me, and she wants to encourage me to go with my dream, which has always been to be a marine biologist. I wasn't really that good at science, so I wasn't able to do it.
You. See, this happens when you get over 12K followers. Now you have just people just giving you inspiration in the morning. They're like, look at you, whales. You're gonna be one day. You're gonna be one with whales. You're amazing. You're fat. You're awesome. You're that girl.
I know, and it's like when you compare me to powerful animals, there was one guy this earlier this year who was like, what did he say? He called me a pig. And I said, I don't remember what I said, but I put him up because he was a fellow YouTuber and fellow podcaster. And I was like, oh, you want to put that in the DMs? Let's put it out on Front Street so everyone can see how good you think of, women and stuff. And then I just was like, first of all, I'm a grizzly bear and you never win when you fight a grizzly bear. I am not a pig. I will kill you. So, metaphorically, of course, not literally. So yeah.
Yeah, don't put them in the DMs, you guys. Let everybody see the type of people you are. Let them see your awesomeness. Let them see what you say about us. Okay? We love it better that way. Because we'll screenshot it and put it out for y'all if y'all don't. If I go over there.
You cannot mess with the Fantastic Foursome. You can't come in between here.
You'll never be able to.
You can't get in this. This is the circle of love, bitch. Okay, so speaking of that, yes, let's get into the people who are having drama, who we have been covering. The first things first is a little bit of the John Yates versus the world drama. Now, there's been many lives that have went live since the last time we covered this. It's hard to keep them all straight. However, there has been the Leida, however you pronounce her name, with her husband, Eric. And then you got Jen from Home Depot. And you got Tim, her husband from Northwestern. And now you got new players. There's a Nicole, I think, or a Jet something.
There's Nicole's. There's wasn't there someone's from Delaware, someone's from Austin. There's her name was, what was her name? Was it Nicole?
You're talking about Omaha.
Omaha and Delaware.
Omaha
or Denver.
and Christy Denver are two different people, you guys.
Right.
What? You have to come up with different names because Jen thought Omaha Denver was Omaha Christy, and Omaha Denver was like, I could never. I am Denver. I am not Omaha, somewhere in middle America. All of the Counting Crows. You ever hear that Counting Crows song? Omaha. No. Somewhere in middle America, get right to the heart of matters. It's a heart that matters. Okay, that was 1994. My parents took me to Glacier National Park. I had the CD on my Discman. I was pissed because I wanted to be at the rec center hanging out with my friends. And I was like, how dare you take me on a fancy trip?
Right. What is this about?
Listen to my Counting Crows, August Everything After album. But so then the two Christies were offended. How dare you? So basically, John finally called into one of Leida's and Jen from Home Depot's lives. And let me tell you, John is masterful in the art of pulling out the weakest player. You are the weakest link, Tim. Goodbye. Let me talk to Tim. And then Tim's like, yeah, I am in a shit marriage. Like he basically was just confirming.
And it was so great because that was Leida's live, right? And the fact that he's like, no, you and me. No, I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna wait. Just put both of us on the screen. No one else should be on the screen. And she did it. She was just like boom, boom, boom. Everybody's screens are gone. It's just us two. So what's up? What's up? And I was watching this like, why? Who authorized this? Why would you ever? He's taking over. Who authorized this? And he's just like, so what are these lies? What happened to the car? That car broke down. Why are you telling people that it was us? That car broke down at Starbucks. We had to come and get it. Who said we blew it up? That car broke down in the middle of the drive-thru. Oh my God. No, please. No. Cody, we got this. No. You tell them what's going on. She had so much to say. No, see, now he's angry. He's angry. Tim, why are you doing this? Why are you even doing this right now?
Oh my God. And Tim was
like, why is this going on?
Couldn't handle it. I need your Tim voice busy because he was just like, my work is filming everything.
I'm just trying to get the stuff done. Nobody told me what was really going. I'm just really trying to. My wife is here. No, you're right. You're right. And I was just like, this is just.
And then they came to Tim basically asked people, if you know my number, send me what my wife is doing online. Can you send me what my wife is doing online? Because if she's doing something, just show me. It's like, this is a mess. And then Leida took Jen off the screen, and then Jen would go in the room Tim was in, and people were suspecting he was reading notes that she had given. This pachu. Then we learned that, okay, so that happened. Then there was a witch that popped up. Did you see the witch? So there's some Siwa. There's some person that pops up in the chat, right? Yes, Busy does the best Cody and the best Tim. Can I get one more Tim?
My wife, I just really, I did the website. I did do the website. I will have to say I did that. But I paid for the advertisements. And we said, look, if you can keep those things up, we're gonna do the advertising. I was just like, because at first, you guys, and again, I'm sorry for all those, and even to you, Tim. Most of all, if anyone thought that I was really truly attracted to him, after I saw the second live, I said, it's a no for me, guys. It's a no for me. It's a no. I just could not like it. And then when he started talking more and more, I was like, oh no. And God bless the broken road. He looks like a really bad Nashville like head.
And then Cody's off to the side. One more Cody, him off to the side, yelling.
She tried to break me. You tell him that. You tell him what happened. You tell him everything that happened. No, she's just jealous. She's jealous of you, and we're not gonna deal with this stuff anymore. And the thing is, he knows his part, and he does it so well. He does. I get excited just to hear what he's gonna say off the screen. But she said that we did what? We blew up that car. That car broke down in the middle of we had to go pick that thing up. Nobody broke down anything. And Josh just.
Listen, I agree with you. When Cody is off screen, never better. But when he gets on screen, I cringe. When it's that, hi guys, hi. It's just so fake. It's so disingenuous. You're pissed off. You're waiting on your lasagna. I'm not even on Instagram. I don't even oh my God. Where do I look? Show him where the camera is, John. If he's going to be on, I don't want to sit in this scene. I'm in my boxer briefs.
Weren't they somewhere eating Sbarro? How do you say that? What is it, Sbarro? That pizza place?
Yeah,
Girl, you're not getting validated. They're not even liking it. They're probably blocking you. And first of all, who eats that pizza? Isn't it only in like malls or rest stops? I've never seen that place like independent.
No, John and Cody. I get sent, like, you guys are magical. People send me links so I can keep up with all this. Someone sent me a picture of them. I think it was on obviously probably John's Instagram, because
because Cody doesn't have that stuff.
Cody loves to remind people, even though he's in it. And he loves to remind people he doesn't have it. But they were at some kind of like, it looked like a mall.
Hey Brenda, court. I wonder if that's my auntie.
Really? Eating Sbarro pizza, and they're like kind of like date night. I'm like, when you have to go to the mall food court for your date night with the Sbarro, you don't.
They had to that or a rest stop, and knowing where they are, it had to be a rest stop. I feel like I have the photo. It has to be a rest stop. It has to be. It has to be a rest stop. I don't see those places anywhere but like rest stops and like malls.
T Fanatic says they were flexing Sbarro. They were flexing on that. They're like, we're doing good. We're getting
Don't hate us, girl. We're eating us Sbarro.
Put it down a little bit, Busy. Put the picture down so we can see, like, okay, down a little bit more. Oh my God. They're literally, that is a restaurant. That's like the gas station where sometimes they have like a Subway.
It's like a gas station food court. There's Sunoco's right outside. Pump up your gas and go in and get a slice of pizza.
Oh my God. Thank you, Brenda Bell, so much. And Brenda Bell actually said, I wish I was your auntie. Oh, Brenda Bell.
Aww.
You are a sweetie. Wipe this.
You are. Oh. You know what? If you think you can't be, I have a whole part of my daddy's side I don't even know. So now you're my auntie on my dad's side. Anyone can be. My real dad could come and slap me in the face, and I promise you, I would truly not know. I only think of my mom's beloved departed husband, who's now not with us anymore. But if my real dad came and slapped me in the face, I promise you guys, I'd be like, what was that for? Who's that guy? Why is he so angry?
Why are we at the Sbarro? It's a sad day. It reminded me of it's like the divorced dad date with the kid he hasn't really connected with since the divorce. He's like, so you want to go to the food court? Hey, look at it. And Johnny, and he's not mad at me. And you're
the one time you pick up your child, now you're posting it on Instagram. Yeah. Oh, daddy day. Okay. Daddy day out with the kids. My child before everybody else on God.
On God. Okay, so then there was some witch that kept joining Leida's lives, and it was like Siwa the witch. You guys will probably know the name, but the witch would come in like a mask, and they were singing and humming and chanting and candles, and it was.
Is this a part of the seance?
I think so. It was so much. It was so much.
I heard the girls are trying to take them out with hoodoo voodoo, and so maybe the girls coming in and the witch is coming in to finish off the whatever the spell is. What is this, the craft? They're coming in, they're counting the corners.
No, they are, because on the Justice for John Yates, I was told that little sign thing is actually a witch thing from
the craft from Charmed
something. So
they said,
my God.
look, they're gonna have, what's that girl's name? Shannon Doherty. She's coming in. She's gonna be doing spells with very horrible CGI and what are those things called when they that's what she was saying. It was just so, it's just, I don't get any of it. So now the witch is coming in and she's supposed to be, somebody says soul snatching. I don't know who's worse, me and you or the people in the chat. Joanne with this pose. She's giving us. Oh, did I drop something? Are you talking to me? Oh, this alleyway. Oh, is this the way to the Sbarro? Oh, is this where the pizza is? Oh, is this how you? I'm here for it. Y'all better pose.
See my little wig thing.
You know what? I love it though. I love it. Come on.
Okay, so that was going on. So
I don't remember the witch.
There's been a witch popping in and out, and then they'll turn the camera on and it'll be like a mask and a weird light, and they just allow the witch to keep coming in. It's like Siwa or something.
Do they say something about her?
Who? Leida and Jed are just kind of. They still don't really get. Yahoo Boy was the moderator the other day because.
Wait, Hotmail guy is back?
Yeah, Hotmail Boy is back. I'm Gmail Girl. If you guys want to look me up, I give all the tea under Gmail Girl. Busy gave me that name. So yeah, Hotmail.com. MySpace Man was behind the scenes doing.
I'm not playing words today.
It's MySpace Man. He was in charge of. Let me just say, it went a lot better when MySpace Man was running the StreamYard, because he kind of stayed behind the scenes and would pop up certain comments and add people and remove people. It worked a lot better than Leida doing that.
Sometimes you just need someone to just be on the side, just do the moderating, girl. Get the people in and out of the chat. This is why we have our mods. You know, sometimes you just need a mod.
Yeah, she put a spell on all of us John Yates haters, the Siwa. I don't know. Thank you, Jane with the little space. Johnny. Jane. Hi, like Jamay. Yes. So the witch was in. Zoe's mom was like, "Where's the witch?" You guys, it's very convoluted, but the witch popped up in a couple of the lives. There's been so many lives since.
Zoe's mama.
Oh, Zoe's mom was awesome. Awesome. So then John came in, and like I said, he tried to pull Tim out. You know.
No, I just want to see Tim. No, I'm not going to do this. If I'm Tim, me and you, Tim.
I'm just gonna sit here and have all these people fight out. I'm not gonna. He loves it. This is
getting ridiculous, and I'm trying to clear up any of the lies that have ever been told. No, just you and me. Nobody else. Leida, I'm not doing this. Can you take everybody off the screen, please, Leida? No.
Can you take Jen off?
Yeah, take
and
Jen
then
off.
Cody's on.
No, I'm not going anywhere. No, you're gonna have to speak to. I'm not going anywhere. You're gonna have to speak to me. I can't make my lips disappear, but I'm not going anywhere. No, I'm not talking to her, because at first she was gonna overtalk, and I think that you were right in one of the videos where it was like she does this thing where she's like, "Oh no, Tim, you answer, but remember when he tried to? Oh, don't be so coy. He also tried to." She was doing that. No, I'm not going anywhere. You're not going to talk to him without me. So maybe she did get a notepad and pen. Once she got off of that thing, she was like, "Oh no," and she ran downstairs. Say this.
Yep. Tim looked scared. He looked shook. And yeah, so Siwa Moon. So I wonder if that's after like Sailor Moon or something. I don't know. Brenda Bell said is her name. That was in the chat. But yes, it was. Okay, so the second live then, Athrella, Tortorella is saying the second live, a bunch of Siwa imposters showed up. Oh, how great. How great. Like, that's the kind of trolling you need. That is the kind of trolling you need.
The amount of time. And you know what's funny? I was watching one of the lives with Cody. I think I was watching it live, not with Cody, with John Yates. And he's like, you know, I'm done with this. These people don't want to hear about this stuff all the time. And I'm thinking, who are you talking about, girl? Because I'm here for the mess. His lives have unfortunately, you are the news, girl. You are the news.
Listen, he keeps saying busy. He's done. He won't be done. These videos are getting him the most views. This and anything with Larissa or 90 Day People. So why, if this guy is truly here to make money, like everyone says and everything, he's not going to stop doing this. He's going to say he's going to stop, but he's not going to stop. So his lives have been, so he joined them. And, you know, there was a minute though. There was a moment where I really felt like Tim and John, there was almost a peace offering, a peace treaty, where it was like, I'll stop, you stop, yes. And me and Busy were like, yes, yes, yes. And then Jen's like, it's too late. It's like, Jen, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you.
It's too late. It's too. She's taking this to new levels. Well, she's taking this to new levels, and she's not letting it go. And you know what? Who can blame her? She's tired of working in that warehouse. And you know what? She's sitting here. She's fighting for the victims. She said, you know what? This is my last day coming to work, Mr. Home Depot. I have things to fight, and I'm gonna do that for justice. You take this hazard thing off. What do they wear at Home Depot? I haven't gone there in a while. Don't they wear socks?
I don't remember.
I think they wear vest at Lowe's, and I think they wear orange smocks. Either way, take this. I'm not working here anymore. Okay, and the service in here is bad. I tried to do a video from here and it was horrible. So fix that. And I'm leaving. And now she's out here. She's working with the FBI. She's working with the police. And she's now in the victims unit. And she's going to, one by one, stop John Yates. And she's going with every victim. She has your side. She has your best interest.
I honestly don't think Tim realizes what a powerful hag, how the head hag worked when she was that head hag. I think he was too busy working, doing stuff with the kid, to really understand how invested your creepy wife got with these two men, mainly John Yates, and the drama, because I've been sent so many screenshots of how messy she was and how she came for people that came for John, or even had the littlest criticism. So again, you can't go from head hag to now you're going to save the world. You're bitter. You're the bitter hag. If anything, Jen is becoming my least liked character in this story.
I know. I really wish they recast her. I'm not here for it. She needs to get out of the show. Can you also remind us, because Cody kept bringing up this sock? What's with the socks again? Okay. Oh, those socks, those pair of socks that she gave me. Oh, she's going to bring those socks up? She's going to bring up those socks? Oh, yeah, come on with the sock things. Because remember, it was only one pair of socks. He had my child. What was the sock story?
Oh my God. Okay, so here's the thing. Zoe's mom, real quick, this made me laugh. She's tired of being a clinical psychologist working at Home Depot.
It's hard on her. It's hard on her. And she needs to get something else.
Okay, so the sock story. When John Yates left, they say he was kicked out. He said he left on his own. Then he went to Beth's house. Beth from 90 Day, and we'll get into that because she starts joining this saga of lives, and her daughter Catherine, who was
it really was
John.
Her. I saw Beth 90 Day, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
Oh yeah, no, she's not a big player in the 90 Gay. I wish it was 90 Gay. Oh my God, like why can't we have a 90 Gay fiance? Like seriously, I want to see elderly gay men getting married.
Getting married.
90 Gay fiance. So she's not a big player.
Don't copyright that, okay?
Postmark, copyright something, copywritten. So don't copy me. But that I just ripped Miss Elliott off to do that. Okay, so the socks thing. When John was either kicked out or left on his own accord,
he left, and he didn't have stuff in his bag because he had a very small car. You can't fit anything in there. There's no trunk.
Not just any car. He has a convertible Mustang or something. He always brings it up.
You can't fit anything in there.
Anyways, back to the convertible Mustang. You know they don't got a big trunk. I'm like, we know, John. Neither do I. So Cody basically was left. I think they alleged that John took Cody's clothes. He didn't have anything. So, but Cody now is saying that's not true. But Jen took him and raised money, allegedly, from people, friends or whatever. And they went to the store so Cody could get some socks and a t-shirt.
She used the rest of the money on her child, wasn't it?
Allegedly. Yes.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we cannot write this stuff. I wish we was making it up.
Ryan
I'm
Murphy
not this talented.
Is taking notes. He's gonna, I know right now he's working on, what is he working on right now? There's a project that he's working on, and the impeachment. He's doing an impeachment show about the impeachment. So this is his next one. Who's
he gonna try to sell this to? Shonda Rhimes was going. Somebody got to take this up. I don't want Ryan Murphy to have it though.
You don't?
No disrespect, Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy has killed it with these kind of criminal type things like the Johnny.
I don't want to see him on CBS. Oh my God, Evil. Have you watched Evil on CBS? You guys, I am like binging Evil on CBS. This is so off topic, but since we're on CBS really quickly, but we weren't, but still. CBS Evil. It has this fine, dark chocolate man on it. It makes my heart stop every time I watch him on my screen. Oh, he's so fine. But the show is called Evil. It's so good. It better come back for another season, especially with a black chocolate man like that on my screen as one of the main characters. Bring him back. This show is so good.
Evil. Okay, there is also a show coming up like Big Sky or something where it's like a crime. It's a fictional crime show. I think it's on ABC. That looks like it's going to be really good too. It's got some good actors in it. So, all right, we got good things.
CBS. Shonda Rhimes is on ABC. Yeah, you could go to CBS. Ryan Murphy.
Okay. It's the guy who plays Luke Cage. He's hot. Did you ever watch Luke Cage?
So far, no, I haven't, but I know him as David on this television show, and he's
so hot.
I mean, yeah, okay. I'm looking at the show like this.
You heard. Okay. You sold me. You sold me. Trash says I'm a little broken promises.
Oh, you're right on time, man.
I love it. Right on time for that. Okay. Oh, and The Crown comes back. We got so much good TV. But until then, we got the John Yates saga. So that's going on. John Yates has now released. So he tried to make up with Tim. Let's just summarize that. Jen put a stop to it. You guys, it was too late. Because she's like, we don't know what your hags are going to do. Honey, your head hag. As long as Jen stops typing, I think the crimes are over. Do you know what I mean? The other
Does she give away all the passwords? Like what happens? Do they say, look, keep your computer here. When you sign out, your key card will not work when you come back into hag headquarters? Like, how do they kick you out?
I'm not sure. All I know is this woman could alleviate her husband a ton of stress, who seems to have a good job, her child who's running around in the back of these lives, no to the no, and could alleviate a lot of this by just stopping. You can stop. Nobody needs you to save the world from John Yates, okay? The universe has a way of working itself out. And if people are dumb enough to keep giving money and attention to someone who is indeed, let's say, allegedly kind of corrupt or whatever, they're going to do it. You can't really stop people from doing that. Okay. You are not saving anyone.
She's not making money or anything from this either, because aren't these lives on Leida's channel?
As her and Leida are helping these victims, they also have to apologize to them. Have you noticed that? Because they're like, I was part of it. So why don't you guys just go on your apology tour and make right with the people that you wronged in the name of John? Because now you're mad because you fell into the cult. Listen, a lot of these cult leaders, problematic, yes. But the people who fall into it, take some damn accountability. And if you did wrong in the name of cult leader, then go make it right with the people you harmed. Start some kind of like fundraiser or something. Help, against doxing or things like that. There's so many more things you can do.
That's so great. Look, we're helping people's careers. Come to Joleen and Busy, and we will help y'all.
Yes. I mean, there's so much more she could be doing with her time than this. This is all now her ego leading her and driving her. She is saying it is for the people. She is saying it is for the victims, but it's all her ego. And she wants to take him down because she has a personal vendetta. So Jen from Home Depot, I don't believe a day in my life that you are here to help anyone except for yourself, because you're not even helping your husband. He wants out. If my husband looked that sad, I wouldn't freaking do it. I wouldn't do it. Yeah. It'd be over. And then she's saying now that John, okay, here's a new allegation. Are you ready for this new allegation?
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it. She's alleging that John was making jokes about NAMBLA. I think, is it NAMBA or NAMBLA? It's basically NAMBLA. I don't know. It's a man-boy love organization. So obviously it's pedophilic. You know what I mean? Disgusting. John made a joke about it. And now she's putting that out into the world. Now, yet She said it made her very uncomfortable and she watched her son, but you didn't kick him out. If you legit thought this dude was someone who targets children, you should have kicked him out of your home rather than leaving him.
Man against boys?
It's like men loving boy. It's disgusting.
Oh, and he made a joke against it and she was upset? Or he was joking that he was a part of it?
About it, like very cavalierly, just kind of like throwing out a joke about pedophilia.
Jen, look into this. Let me tell you something, because you know what? I'm a clinical psychologist. I had to keep it. I'll try to keep the secret for as long as I could, but you took it out of me, Jen. We're in the middle of a pandemic here. Okay, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and you look like you got 2 floors in your home. You look like you do. Okay, and a basement full of poop. Okay, you need to worry about your children. You need to worry about your husband and making sure that you guys can continue. These people are living in a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, okay? And you're sitting here, I just can't. And Leida, girl, because she can get so too. I tell y'all all the time, which it really frustrates me because I always say, stalk me, come at me. Bands in Blue, no spaces, no E on all social media platforms, and the girls just don't do it. Okay, it really frustrates me. But you need to worry about your husband. You need to worry about your child. Send him, do what John Yates did. Okay, take your husband down to the police station and say that there's somebody in New Jersey. But this just has to stop. Nothing, and this is why when we had that video, I think it was like 2 videos ago when I was like, no, we have to start with John Yates first, because when it comes to her, she just sounds so dumb. So dumb. Girl, and you got a clinical psychology degree. So the people say. Okay.
No one in their right mind who really was taking this degree you have in business, of clinical psychology seriously would ever approach this situation like that. It is cool. This woman is off. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with a lot of mental health professionals. And I don't want to put a huge stigma, but there's quite a few, I should say, who they themselves got into it because of their own mental health conditions. And a lot of times they end up projecting that energy and those things they're feeling onto other people, and they don't truly treat themselves. And they invest.
How do you talk about Candace, Mom? I see what the backwards read is, and I'm not doing this with you right now.
It's true. If you see Candace's mom, and you're like, how the hell is she going to be an empathetic mental health professional when she talks to her daughter like that? A lot of these people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. There's a lot of fantastic mental health professionals, but never see a mental health professional who would get involved in YouTube drama. That is a no.
In a fridge story?
So so blah, blah, blah. They didn't make up. They're still going live. Now, John's been going live.
It was too late.
She said it was too late. And Tim's like, damn, there's only so many matching Harley outfits I got for these lives. He was just like, oh. So John finally was able to get this audio where it was kind of clear for us to hear. And when he went back with Catherine, Beth from 90 Days, 16-year-old daughter, or 15-year-old at the time, to get his stuff. And so we were able to hear Jen yelling at him, and Jen accused him in this audio of puking in her fridge and leaving snot rags around the house.
You know what? And for someone, this is what I was talking about when she was going around talking about, you're a victim. Girl, it seems like you've seen all of this stuff and you continue to let it. I really wanted, I just to be a fly on the wall, and I'm sure there's tons of flies if there's poop in the basement. To just be the fly on the wall in this lady's house and just seeing what's happening. She needs to be surprised nobody has called Child Protective Services on her, like going through all of this right now. Somebody did.
Yes. That's why Tim wants this gone, because he knows that his wife is cuckoo. A husband knows, a wife knows. If you got a cuckoo spouse, you're just trying to rein it together. Allegedly, according to Cody and John, Jen hates her husband. Now, this at first I was like, that's kind of a low blow.
Oh my God, did he get it on a live with them? Oh, yes. Didn't John say, how do you really feel about her? Say, and then that's what you're talking. It got so bad, y'all. And she said she got the degree. John pulled it out. I don't know what he's sniffing, snoring, and smoking, but he pulling it out. He pulling it out of the girls. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us, just say it. Go ahead. It's only me and you here, no one else.
It makes sense now, her kind of behavior and his behavior. And so it's like, they're putting all their shit out there. They're saying he has to record. So Tim is basically saying, I have to record every live. They have to transcribe it. Then Northwestern, here's the deal. There's going to get a point where Northwestern's going to be like, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Yeah. We will find someone who doesn't have a cuckoo wife.
Your students aren't even doing well. Every one of them have C's at best. We've been trying to talk to you about this. We heard that your wife, there's planes flying over our university constantly. We're not sure where these planes are coming from, why people are sending letters. The police came here one time. They were asking about stuff. We know that your wife lost her job at Home Depot. They fired her because she was trying to record during one of her shifts. Like, this is just a lot. We can't handle it. And the person who has to deal with all of this stuff is their child, their son. Think about the children. I believe the children are the future. And this ain't the way to make sure that they lead the way. Girl, y'all need to get off of this video camera and look inside.
Well, and it's true, Busy, because even Jen admitted in one of these lives that her son goes to bed and is like, I'm scared, Mommy. Is John going to come get me? Log off, Jen. Log the frick off. Your kid is worried about this guy you're beefing with. You're 50-some years old. Menopause is a bitch, but log off. Log off, Jen. Yes. Log off. Log off, Jen.
Oh, plus, trust me, I get the hots. I get the sweats, Jen. I know that it's difficult.
I'm knocking on Menno's door, but guess what? You will not catch me at 50 plus going trying to do some revenge on some shit that I started in the first place. You chose to seek out this man. You should have seen with your clinical psychology degree that he clearly isn't all there and has some issues. And you chose to engage in this. You chose to bring your family. You chose to invite him in your home. Take some accountability and move on. Please. Your little baby boy is scared. That's some bullshit. To even bring him into it is just dirty, is dirty. Log off, Jen. Log off. Log off.
No. Somebody take her computer from her. And the amount of medications that she's taking, and this ain't even nothing. She showed us her pills. The amount of medications that she's taking, and no one has gone to her and be like, no, I think before we give you any other prescription, you need to go, we're going to have to hold you for at least 48 hours before you take any more prescriptions for us, before we give you another pill. Girl, I'm not writing no more scripts. You're going to have to come and stay with us for about 48 hours. We're going to put you on a mental hold, and we're just to check. Just to check and see.
Yeah. I mean, just mark my words, this marriage, if she keeps going down this way, this is not going to end well. You're going to see a whole different new side of Sears. You're going to say a different side of Tim. You know what I mean? And Tim's going to be off there. I mean, how much could you take of this BS? Yeah, it's just, it's too much.
Take a lot. You see those vests?
I did see those vests. I mean, she's ruined him. If she's got him wearing the Harley stuff and the...
And she can, for the life of me, Jen, change that camera or change the lighting. She just always see how you have purple hair and you still don't look like a gobbledygook. She just always come on here looking like the Addams Family. She just looked dead. And it's just like, somebody check her pulse, please. I just don't get it.
Who's going to start a Victims of Tim page?
Girl, if I was the type of girl, I'll do it, but I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Brenda Ball. Yeah. She's going to cause him to lose his job at home because he's the one who really works. Yeah, that's the thing. This dude he's tired. He's doing too much. There's a point at your wife. You got to stand in good times and bad, but there's a point where you got to turn off the internet service, Tim. Wi-Fi off, disable. Because according to Cody and John, Jen disabled Cody from getting texts from certain people, including John. So we heard that on the audio. You can do that. You can, because it was under her account. They got him a new phone under their account, and then she was kind of watching over it. It's a sick, twisted situation. So we heard the audio. She accused him of puking in the fridge. Listen, if someone puked in my fridge, bye-bye, they would be gone. We wouldn't be friends. I wouldn't be hanging out.
To the fridge? Do you want something to drink? I'll go get it for you. Don't go. Get out of my kitchen. Get out of my kitchen. Everything about this it's just a Lifetime movie.
too much. It's a nightmare lifetime movie. So then John, they went live on his channel and they had Catherine, which I do not agree with. I understand that Beth from 90 Day Fiance said, she said over and over again, they did multiple lives because the first live Beth wasn't on. It was just Catherine. And then they did another live where they included Beth because people were like, you cannot have this minor. This girl is 16. Apparently she's turning 17 in a week and a half. When she was with John Yates, she was 15 or something like that. And Beth is like, she's more mature than half of these. Yes, I agree. She is more mature than everyone involved in this situation, but save her. You see this poor child sitting on these lives, bored as hell. Like, really, this is how adults, she shouldn't be exposed to any of this. Beth, I'm sorry, but Beth should have never let her daughter in a car with a dude going to a possible domestic violence, any kind of domestic thing that might have happened. I'm not saying, John, I don't know anything about domestic violence. I know there's been accusations. I'm saying you are crossing state lines with the minor. You're going to someone's house where there might be some kind of domestic dispute between either John and Cody or Jen and John. This little girl should have never been exposed to that. She should be going to school. If she's got her little part-time job with, Beth from 90 Day says, Beth, don't give your kids to people. And if she says she's her own person, no, she's not. She's 16. She's your person.
What channel is this? This is TLC.
This is TLC. This is some bullshit. So a lot of people have been like, oh, Beth is so, because there are moments where Beth is on the live and she makes sense. She does. But this, you do not put a child in that situation. I don't care if she's a teenager. I don't care if she's the smartest girl you know. Your brain isn't fully developed till like 23 years old. Why would you want to include your daughter in some drama with some dudes you're not even related to? Even if I was related to, I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. He needs a witness. Well, then go get a friend your own age. My daughter is not here to be your witness for anything. Now she's saying, I give her permission to say this and to, possibly speak up in court. She should be applying to colleges. She should be looking at her future. These dudes are on the downfall.
She's people still have children. Like, I don't know, and I hate to make this like a race issue, but the girls come into the Black community and they'll take your kid real quick. Okay. Extremely quickly. They didn't go to school for 3 days. We're taking your kids. They snatch Black children up out of those households so fast and put you in the system, and then you become a criminal, and then you get locked up in jail for the rest of your life. And these people have children. Still. And I'm not saying go take the people's kids, because I think, get some help. And this is just so frustrating to me. And what I also don't like about you, Beth 90 Day? If y'all gonna come up to his live, because now y'all messing up my show. Some of these new characters got to go. They need to be recasted, become friend of, okay? Because y'all coming in on here with no camera on. I remember I was watching at one point and John turned his camera off and I was like, oh no, I don't like this new development. I don't like whoever the producers are.
And there's no, they don't even warn you. It's just like this. Hey, yeah,
I don't like it.
Cooking.
Was that what they were making? There was so many beats. I thought that they was in the Home Depot where Jim was. Like they were microwaving or ovening or something. It seemed like they were just cooking in the microwave.
It's too much. It's too much on these lives with the cooking and the switching seats. And now I got to smoke. And now I got to do this. I got to do that. And no, I'm not doing meth, but the camera's off. Like, come on, just stay on topic. Stay on the
it's
camera.
Like, say what you're doing. Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, we're all falling asleep.
No.
Heather Enderton's on the whole time like this, also muted. What's the point of having her? Log off, Heather.
Yeah. Who was that girl? Was she listening to it at the same time? I remember texting Joleen like, this girl got to go. He's like, hey, is your audio on? I mean, are you listening to us on a computer and calling it?
Myria
Not that I recall. Girl, what do you mean that you recall? Is your television or your camera or your computer on or not? Not that I can recall. Where are you? What days are you in?
On the live at that time, it was John, it was Beth, it was Heather, aka Fawn, Heather Enderton, AZ Heather, who just is muted 24/7 until it's time to talk about dildos, and then she's on because their chat devolved, and he took it down into a horrible chat about dildos and this Christy XO gossip or XOXO gossip girl, and then she actually accidentally would turn her camera on, and you're like, huh, it's just the people. I'm like, quit. Everyone turns their cameras on accident. I'm like, it's literally, it's like those scary movies you go to and you're like, oh, no one's ready for it. And then dildo talk happened, and they were talking about dildo, RAPE. I don't want to say that word a lot because you'll get demonetized for it, and also it can be triggering for people. But it's just like they were saying some really nasty shit.
Oh
And Heather not Fawn Enderton from AZ was like, and this is not us doxing because this is all the things she says. She's shown us her ID. Like, I'm not Fawn, I'm Heather. She was like, John, at the end, she goes, make sure you delete this. Make sure you delete this, John. And John's like, yes, sir. And you're just like, he's like, I gotta put my Ramona wig on. No, John, that's a horrible Ramona impression. It's very, very bad.
When I logged on and I saw that wig, I said, what is this? This is taking a turn for the worse. The producers of this show need to just get it together. Okay.
So at that time, then this Myria, I believe her name was, joined, and she had it where none of these people are tech savvy in the least. Now, I've had my tech issues through the years, but they're like next level. They just were born yesterday, and they're like aliens. They don't I don't know. They come from a planet where everyone's still writing letters and calling on rotary phones because it's just basic things like most likely she's got StreamYard open. Like right now I got 3 tabs open and then a tab open on my other screen. Most likely she has YouTube open. She was watching while she was waiting to join in the StreamYard. If you guys are ever going live, I'm just going to give you a hot, quick tip. If we ever drop a link or something, which probably is not going to happen, but let's just say when you join, X out of any YouTube, anywhere you were listening to us, and just join in that StreamYard, Zoom, whatever the hell you're joining on. It was so crazy because she's like, it's not my echo, and everything's echoing.
He's like, I'm gonna, and he shows them so much love. Is it you? Do you? And it's like, it is. First of all, just be the leader of this call and mute everyone. Hey, girl, is that you? Is it you echoing? No, I'm not sure. Not that I can recall. I'm not sure. If you've ever even just tried to win tickets on a radio show, they're like, please turn down the radio. Like, not to have anything in the background. Hey, do you have anything else on? Not that I can recall. What do you mean not that you recall? Girl, you're living it right now. This is not something you need to recollect. You're living it right now. What do you have something on? Oh my God, it was so annoying. And that's why I was in the bed with my partner. He's like, just can you please turn it off at this point? And I was like, Joleen, I gotta go to bed. My boyfriend said I can't do this no more. Because me and Joleen, we stay up keying. I'm telling y'all, we stay up keying. When that lady just had an echo, my boyfriend was like, look, no, you gotta turn it off. You gotta turn it. It's like 1 o'clock where I live. He's like, you gotta turn it off. And it's like, oh, stupid, Myria. Oh, I'm not sure. He's like, well, I'm not being rude to you. I'm just going to mute you for now. And then you can talk for a second. Okay, go ahead. Say what you want to say. And then I'm going to mute. And then every time he would turn around, she was echoing again. It was just like, get out of here. Just somebody cut her off. And you click everybody else off when the real stars come up in the screen, like that boy who came in and said, you called for me, girl. I must appear. You click them right off. But when Myria comes on, you're like, is it you? I'm not sure. You know it's her, John. Click her off.
Everything was fine to me. Busy when you just said, like Nikki said, you just said, you're living it right now.
You're living it right now. Not that I can recall. Girl, you don't need to recollect anything. You're living it right now. We're not asking about anything in the past. This is the moment.
This is my favorite part of the lives with Busy when I do wear a wig and he makes my wig sweat because I'm like,
I'm just like, what are you talking about, girl? And he left her on there. He kept her on there. Hello. No, it's not me. And he's so generous with her. Hey, this is not against you. I'm just going to have to mute you for just a second so I can say what I need to say. What did you have to say, Beth? Okay, Myria, it's your turn. If you want to go for 1 second. Okay, yeah. Hey, let her talk. Even when, Jen had spotty service in the Home Depot, Sharrell was like, I'm not doing this. No. Oh, bad service. No, she got to go. Tell us, Yahoo Boy. What does she have to say? No, here goes. No, is that you? I'm not sure. I not that I can recall. Okay, wait a second. Do you have your computer on in the background as you're talking to me? Not that I can recall. I'm not sure.
You know what's interesting? Speaking of MySpace Man, aka Yahoo Boy, I find that all the characters in this saga, really at their core, if you watch them very closely, they all want John acceptance. They do want John Yates acceptance. They're feeding into his ego. I don't either, because John was able to, when he crossed over in Leida's live, to pull certain people aside, even Yahoo Boy. At first, Yahoo Boy's like, why'd you pull a picture of my kid up? Don't I know? I was like, oh, Yahoo Boy. Like, I would not want to piss him off at all. He was getting real mad. You know, it's like when you watch the movie with like the killer, like, and then you finally hear him talking. You're like, oh, God, I thought you were just like scary looking. But it was, you know, he's like, Yahoo Boy is serious. He's very serious. So, but then
Yahoo Boy, we are fans of yours over here, so don't dox us, girl.
Don't drag me, Yahoo. Don't
drag us, girl. We are who we say we are. We love you so much. We'll never put your kid up, girl.
And we don't condone that, MySpace Man. We do not condone that. We do not. Okay, if I had to be in it, MySpace Man. If it was MySpace, I would put you in my top 8. Yes, thank you, Michelle. First time commenter. And subscribe to you both. Just to tell you I love your shows. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, we love you, Michelle. You're so pretty. I love her hair. Oh, I wonder who she's with. Is that her date? It looks like a little. If they were going out on something, because he has a flower.
So lots of ways. I think it's probably
like
her
a wedding or something.
Grandpa.
Oh, hey, family.
He looks like a little cutie. He reminds me of my grandpa Wally.
Oh, Grandpa Wally.
Grandpa Wally. Yes. So okay. So it just, but I could tell, like, even he had a point where Yahoo was so mad at him. And then he was like, John has this way. And it's very basic, you guys. It's the same things you use as a stand-up comedian when you're on stage. I always say it's you compliment and then you stab them. So when you're dealing with crowd work or hecklers or things like that, you can never go too hard on someone because the audience might turn on you and empathize with the heckler. So you have to play it. You have to play it really safe like that, but you're able to cut people as long as you kind of get them on your side. And that's what John just knows. And it's not very difficult. It's the same way like the John Edwards of the world pretend they can talk to dead people. They're like, I feel like you come there.
He was crossing over every time.
He crossed over to the bank to cash the checks of all the people. He did not talk to nobody's dead relatives. He was just like, okay, she looks about 50 something. Most likely she's got a dead something. And then I see a dead woman, my aunt. People will answer questions for you. It's the same way when I do crowd work on stage. People, I can look at the size of your ring to know maybe how wealthy you are. I can look at just your look overall. You judge these things. That's what they do. John was able to
financial troubles. I see that ring is a little small.
Exactly. Or maybe you're upset, or maybe you know, if you don't have a ring, you're most likely not married. Some people don't wear their ring, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of reads that people give you that they don't even know.
Someone didn't wear their ring today in the chat. Put in the chat. I'm feeling somebody's coming through. Someone is coming through right now.
John has to do is give a little compliment or be like, I feel like you understand this. You're a good person. Like,
you're not like that. I understand that, Jen is doing all of this stuff.
You see their eyes perk up and they're just like, oh, yeah, well, okay, what do you have to say then, John? Okay, for yourself. They would all take him back in a millisecond. They would. You don't keep going on and on about this if you're done with someone. Listen, I've had lots of people burn me and do me wrong. Guess what? Blocked. See you later. Never talking. No. The more you talk about it, the more you care. You're not saving anyone. You're saving yourself and your ego, and you miss them.
Cody, go sleep with Jen again. And then all of this will be over.
Seriously, go give her some boutte. Tony girl, thank you so much. Just showing some love. I got so excited when I saw you were live, killing me as always.
We love you, Tony girl. We love you, Tony girl.
We love you. So yeah, compliment then stab. Like there's just a way to. People are very easy to manipulate. It's very easy. Very easy. And John knows how to, and he asks questions and he appears engaging them, and he'll set them aside as well. I feel like you are very clear on this. You're a good person. I know at your core, despite what we're going through, like, yeah. And I know, this, like, and they're like, yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. It's Jen made me do it. Yeah, no, I know. And she's always been like that. That bitch always does this. She always will. No, and you know the truth. Tell them the truth. Tell her to tell them the truth. Tell her to tell them the truth right now. No, she knows she's gonna do it. She's always gonna do it. And I know it's not you. I know Jen's putting people up to this. She's trying to get everyone. She's getting the people around, and it's not you. It's not you. And I know you're not like that, and it's just heartbreaking to see. And I'm not gonna talk about this anymore. I'm never gonna do this again. This is my last slide. This is my last live. This is my last time talking about it because I'm just not gonna. And this was the last live that I watched that I got nervous that he was telling the truth. I really got scared. And he's like, people don't want to hear. I don't know who the girl was. I think it was Beth, 90 Day Beth. John, because if you stop talking about it, then everybody will stop talking about it. This is going to end. You're bigger than this. You're always going to be bigger than this. And, you got to move on. You're feeding into it. And then those people are going to, and I'm thinking, no, please. First of all, get her off. Get her off. She's ruining my show. She's ruining my show. I was so upset with her. I think it was it Beth 90 Day? If you stop, they'll stop.
Beth was making sense, but I need her to make sense when it comes to don't put your daughter in this situation. I don't care how responsible she is. And listen, you middle-aged white ladies out there, quit letting people move into your damn house. You only know them from the internet. What do you want to be murdered? What is wrong with you? Turn on Unsolved Mysteries. What is wrong with these women?
She still has her kids. She still has her child. And I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. Like, she still has her child. And I have no idea because when I say I'm going to make the best daddy, now I don't know how long it's going to be adoption. It's going to take for adoption for 2 black men to get a child. But this lady still has her child. And they're going to go through my family timeline. Girl, do you know two of the people who got kids out here? Okay, there's an airplane going around her house right now and poop in the basement. And question me.
Well, Heather is saying that Monica. So I saw that he did a live because he'll sprinkle it up. He'll then do a live where he's like, I'm going to talk about 90 Day, even though in his other lives he's like, I hate 90 Day. I don't even watch it. It's boring. It's overproduced. I don't even watch it anymore. But then he'll say, I just want to go back to talking about 90 Day. It's like, well, which one is it? And Heather McDonald here is saying Monica came back last night and had to kind of rescue him. So they did a live. And I think they were talking about, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Monica, come and save us. Because I saw she was doing a video with DJ Richard Scott. Now, I don't know how first of all, Q, Funky Dineva was laying in bed. I was like, girl, if you don't get up. But she had all of those people on. And it's real fancy. It was my first time ever watching Monica. Oh, yeah, she got all types of clips and stuff. Yeah, I was like, this is really cool. But what I did see that John has this thing where he tries to dismiss everything that he loves. He's like, I don't even know you. I've never heard of you before. I've never seen you before. Oh, no, that's that Jessica girl. Yeah, she has this Instagram thing and she does this. Oh, but I don't know you. Oh, I've never seen you before. Why are you here? Why are you clicking on it? I've never seen you. Oh, no. Oh, no, yes, you do. You just posted pictures of me yesterday. You doxed my family. No, but I don't know you. I've never seen you. So when he's like, I don't even watch 90 Day. I want to go back to 90 Day. It's just like, if he doesn't know it, you can bet your bottom dollar or his last one that he's seen it and he's a fan. He's a fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of you before. Why are you here? Why are you clicking on my thing? No. I know who that's not Jessica girl. I've never heard of you. Why are you here? You have that Instagram thing, right? Never heard of you.
27 Reddit posts about me. And that one girl, Jessica, I think her name was Jessica. She just had like a teal wall behind her. She looked very young. And she was just like, yeah, okay, I did 2,700 Reddit things. I'm like, you guys, come on. Quit with you're giving so much into this. Like if you were just
Reddit is crazy for them.
Yeah, we got shared in a John Yates Reddit group like a couple times. People sent me the link.
I was reading through it and I was like, this is like serious. The fact that call me Jen's child because I'm scared John Yates is gonna come and get me too. This is it's crazy.
Well, Monica's gonna have to be careful because you can't. If drama surrounds one person, whether you're a John Yates fan or not, all this drama you are not going to get. It's not going to skip over you. I love how people think it's not going to happen to me. It's like when you date a dirty dude and you're just like, or your friend does, and you're like, he's known for this, and you're like, but he's not going to cheat on me. I've done that before. Like, well, but he's not going to cheat on me.
Good luck, girl.
He always cheats on you. Okay, so this is a pattern. Yeah, I could change him. It's not going to happen to me. No, it's going to happen to you. And it just gets worse every time. So Cece's saying because he knows who Monica is and Monica's violating her do not compete clause at working at E! News. So that's all the alleged that she's this person.
Yeah, that's all I was going to say. This is a little, but I forgot. I hate to roll my eyes at it, but it's just like, I don't, at this point, I'm not sure what's real, what's fake at all. I don't know who has the job at E! News, who's working at CBS, who's working at CNN, if Yahoo Boy was ever in the Marines, was he in the Marines with Perry? Like, at this point, I'm not sure who did what and how. And it's
I just think if Monica, if you're listening, I don't know you. We've never talked. I don't know what your real name is. I don't know anything, but abort. Like, run, girl.
Abort.
Yes. You don't need it. If you have all
said
the
it to me once and I didn't listen. Abort. Listen. Run.
Just, you can talk, you can kiki about it, talk about it, laugh about it, but don't get involved in it. Keep a healthy distance. And it seems like she has her own thing. She doesn't need this. Run. So Google John Yates fan club Reddit. Okay. Yeah. You were helping out CC. Thanks, Lisa. I love when you guys help each other in the comments. Just run, Monica, run. Just like Sharrell ran. Run.
Sharrell, I just want to feel like Sharrell listened to our advice. Who's Chris H? Hey, I mean, I'm
Oh my gosh, me and Ina, we know Chris H. He was in our live the other day. We're like, hi, Chris.
Y'all got a lot of people over here. The busy bees are an attractive bunch as well.
Yes, and I don't have a name for the Joleen subscribes and friends. I don't.
We're gonna make we're gonna have to make a one, and then we're gonna have to name our something. Because I feel like we're just going to have to, someone's going to call us one day and say, look, we need you on network television. And I'm going to be like, well, tell me if you could. I don't know if we have the time. We'll get back to you.
I don't know. I just really like sitting in my little office here with my Breakdown with Joleen sign from Target. So
yeah, do you see our production? Are you going to be able to top this?
This is production value. Okay, so basically, Catherine said, she will. They can use this in court, and that Jen is cuckoo. But to me, Catherine, you're just a baby girl. Like, you're just too young. And just, honey, Beth, keep her out of it. Cody and John are still, they're still living La Vida Motel, eating 3 a.m. motel lasagna. John comes correct.
Are they Italian?
I don't know. He comes correct every now and then with like a haircut and maybe like he just showered. And then there's other times where
he does look good, like he drank water.
Yeah, but he says, or I drink a lot of wine, and you're just like, we know. We know. So yeah. So Christy Denver made a couple appearances. Like I said, there was some Christy Gossip Girl, and she was going against another girl who was in Leida's live, and they used to be friends, and they had drama over a dude. So now Christy Gossip was like, I'm gonna be with you, John. And then she was looking at dildos, and they were making dildo jokes. I don't know when these people thought they were comedians or who's ever paid them to be funny, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I
can't.
And then there was one person that was my favorite. So there's always a star. And you guys let me know
this time.
Yeah, let me know in the chat. Also, shout out to Andrea Smith, who she's our queen, and she did leave us a comment on one of our videos. So Andrea, if you're watching again,
yes, I could have died that day.
I sent a screenshot to Busy. I was like, Andrea was in our video, not in our video. She was in our.
I couldn't help myself.
Okay, so there was this woman, and she used to, I think. Okay, so. I don't know, because I never saw the face of the person, so I don't want to gender someone, and I don't know. So they had, it's hard because unless I hear, I don't remember the pronouns. I'm sorry, you guys. So of this person, they had a blog, a 90-day blog, and thought it was a good idea at the time to go personally attack John to kind of build up their own presence, which is never a good idea. If you want to make in a world and you're trying to get into something, make friends with people and be genuine and then collab and, whatever. Well, there's no reason to attack. But this person said that they feel bad about it, and they have since kind of changed their life. And this person, John, has accused of making him lose his job when he worked at a bar, because he used to work, I guess, at this bar, allegedly.
I remember this.
Yes, and tell people, hey, come to the bar. And then a couple people, I think, called that bar. Okay, so this is Miss T of Glam's office. Yes, so Miss T of Glam's office. Sorry, I couldn't remember who it was, and I get confused on some of these players because I didn't write this down. So Glam office, who they referenced quite a bit. This person, she seemed like she is a reformed, wants good in the world for the most part. You know, I really liked hearing her speak. I thought, well, I think her name is Tami or something. I don't know. Seemed
Have
really,
to go back.
yes, like she genuinely, when she talked to old Yatesy, she was like, I'm sorry for what I did. And I was like, that's big of you. There's a lot of apologies. Even Leida's got some apologies. I don't know, you know, anything if they're legit or whatever, but she is apologizing. So I just wanted to kind of speak to John, and the conversation devolved a little bit, and then she did start yelling a little bit. But I liked her. She was like the star because I felt like she was self-aware, took responsibility for things she had done, and how she kind of got involved in this crazy world, and she doesn't want any part of it anymore because it's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So yeah, the glam office person seemed very cool. I wish we could have seen her, but we didn't. It would be helpful.
Oh, she came on like this?
Yeah, it was.
That's a really good photo of me. I
don't even have a photo. I'm like one of those like hags from, you know, the middle America who are just letting strangers from the internet live with me. I haven't figured out how to put
this is me. You gotta let these haters know. This is too much. No, John, no. I just get that girl, she's really jealous of you. She's coming in. She's doxing her own children. Did you see that, John? She did a lot. She doxed her own daughter. Yeah, she doxed them. Yeah. No, John, I just want to say, I love you. Keep going. Don't let these people stop you. We're always going to be on your side. I'm just telling you right now, John, you're going to press a rear. You're going to press a rear. Echo. Do I have an echo? Not that I can recall.
I'm going to light up a thing. Like, light up a thing.
I'll call it later. I'm going to be in the chat.
I turned my cam on. I turned my cam on.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. No, John, I didn't mean. Sorry. No, I'm
John.
just. No. Oh, no. I'm sorry, John.
Dildo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dildo. No. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm going to need Heather, AKA Not Fawn, to you got to be done now, honey. You got to be done. You're just sitting on the live on mute, and then you come on to talk about dildos. And and Heather, like, I don't understand. If you want to be a star, okay, you might have to just get a little ready, because I just can't have Heather sitting like this, you know, and then all of a sudden she's just like, hi. What? Hey. What do you guys want? A snack?
I'm not dealing with y'all today.
Dad's watching football. Yeah. I don't know, John. I don't know. I'm not sure. What? Well, let me fix my hair. I'm going to go in the car now. It's going to be dark. What? Jed? Hello? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I hate her. I don't understand why people don't take me seriously. I'm not even into this.
Why do y'all watch us? Why do y'all watch us?
Live of the day. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Okay. I'm just gonna go for a walk with my husband. I'll be back in 4 hours. You'll still be live. It's too much.
I need my pump.
It's too much.
Oh my God.
Go away from me with that. Like Busy says, go away from me with that. Go away from me with that.
That's the infamous Major Parks. Go away from me with this follow.
Go away from me. Speaking of stalkers, it's Nana. Should we answer it?
Nana.
Hi, Nana. I'm on a live with Busy Blue.
Oh, okay. Hi, Busy. Okay, sorry.
What are you doing?
Hey, see you later.
Putting dishes away.
Oh, she's putting dishes away. Okay, I'll call you right back.
What is it with our moms not watching our lives?
Bye.
Love you. Bye. Nana, don't watch live. She's not on. That is silliness. I taught her well.
You were the last one my mom called in. You know what? I told my mother, look, as soon as I become famous and I make it big, she's going to say, oh, sorry, Busy's mom. I'm Busy's mom. I'm just here to see him. I'm going to say, I don't have a mother. You tell that lady to get away from here. Someone lock her up. She's been stalking me since I was born. Someone locked that lady up. No, she said she had pictures of you when she'd been young. She's been stalking me. Call the police and let them know that lady's here. I don't have a mother. I never had a mom. I disappeared one day.
Oh my gosh. No, Jam says, tell your Nana to get on. Nana would not want any of this.
Oh no, we would never bring Nana into this.
I tell Nana,
she has
I
such
try
a
to
kind heart.
I give her like a little bit of, busy telling her what's going on, and she goes, "Oh no, oh no, oh no."
That's how I learned about it.
Oh no.
The reason why we're doing this right now is because I was watching them talk about Beverly Hills, OC. One of the ones that's all the way over there in California. And I called in, and Joleen was talking about this mess, and I was like, "What the is this?" And I said that in the comments, and Joleen was like, "Okay, busy. Just tell me if you'll do it." And she knows I can't say no to her. Tell me
once
if you
I
do
got
it, let's talk
so
about it.
involved in watching these things as they popped up in my suggestions, and I was like, and then you joined the live. I was like, I know Busy would fall into this trap just like me. It's 2020.
Oh, I could kill you right now. Okay, my algorithms. And I click him every time just to see if he's disheveled or not.
Yeah, why not? Tiffany says your accent got stronger talking to it does. Every time I talk to a Minnesota person, I'm like, yeah, hi, yeah, okay. What are you doing? You got a bag? You should I got a new bag. Yeah, I brought my own bags to Trader Joe's.
Oh my God, Janelle was talking about that. Speaking of Big Brother.
Let's get into some Big Brother tea. Let's get into it.
Sorry, all you guys are here for the John Yates and Cody fan. We're going to talk about a better show. Well, I don't say it's a better show. It's
not better, but we do have some tea for after. So we'll keep up on this, John Yates versus the world and see what happens
We have
tonight.
no choice. Well, they're done. They said that it was the season finale. That's what John said he's done. So I think it was the season finale.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. I don't think he's still getting these huge. I mean, John Yates, the guy doesn't have to do anything except for be on YouTube, having drama with people, calling people see you next Tuesdays and fat, and he's getting bigger super chats I've ever got in my whole life. So
I still can't even use that word right. Oh,
see you next Tuesdays.
Yeah, I remember I was telling you, like, it's just one of those words. Like, black people just don't use that word. But I just know that white people get like really upset about using it, like white women. And it's just like, oh my God, like why?
Let's be honest.
If I could just use it in a sentence.
Us white women, we get mad about really dumb shit. We get mad. I mean, let's talk about a problematic white woman first from Big Brother 22. Okay, so the first thing we can talk about is Nicole Anthony. Let's drop a little bit of after BB22 tea on Nicole Anthony. I'm just messaging myself these screenshots that I want to show from, there's a Janelle versus Christmas situation I want to talk about. And then I want to talk about the latest on Nicole Anthony and her tomfoolery. And then I want to talk about Kevin Campbell going live and sharing some stuff. And then him talking with Kat, a lot of things came out. So there's a few things I want to talk about. Okay. So, the latest and the greatest. Speaking of problematic white women,
hold on, girl. I'm gonna send you something.
What is it?
We can talk about it after.
Okay. Never ceases to amaze me on the victimhood and the things going on. So Nicole Anthony has decided to now keep going ever since being kicked off very early on All Stars and having a very poor performance on the show this season of Big Brother. Instead of taking accountability for that, instead she's marketing her podcast, which isn't very good, and putting herself out as a victim. Here's the thing. If you put yourself out in the public, you're going to get criticism. I wake up every day to multiple messages on multiple platforms, on YouTube as a comedian. Like, I've always kind of been criticized. So this woman, it's like she's never been criticized in her life. We had your back so hard in BB21. Now you're getting some criticism because you played a piss poor game and you made some very strange, weird comments and like some tweets when you were like, no, I'm for Jacer. And then you didn't. And now all of a sudden, her and her co-host of her podcast are on some kind of weird, it's like a weird press tour. It's a weird publicity tour of make Nicole into this like, it's almost like she's a victim of something, a victim. I do not understand.
Give it up, Delicious. You look like a man. Does she know she lost her endorsements?
Oh, we're talking about Anthony now, not Franzel.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Both of them can go. Both of them can go. Oh my God.
Okay, so
Okay,
Nicole
I'll let you finish so that we can get to the video.
Okay, so Nicole Anthony has been putting out these cringe TikToks, and she's like, "People are being mean to me. No one's being mean to you. If you put out something, if I put out a video and someone doesn't like it, they're not gonna like it. I've been dragged. I've been here. I've been there. I've been everywhere. No one's come on, give me a break." So they're putting out these cringe TikToks where all of a sudden she is like this phoenix that needs to be risen. Girl, she's 25. She lives with her parents. She's a white woman in America who's never paid her own rent. Things are going pretty well for her. Okay, this is 2020. People are actually struggling. Can you make room for the struggle bus? Because you're not it. You're not it in your two
struggling with.
She's quirky, busy. She did the thing that white ladies do sometimes. And there are problematic white ladies out there who want to check a box. They want to check a diversity box because they want to go, white men are the worst, not us. But we're just as big of a problem in a lot of ways. If you really want to fix the things, then admit to your own problems and Karenisms. But no, so she wanted to check a box. So she's like, for anyone out there, whenever there's racial things going on in the house and all this stuff, she's just like, yeah, I understand. If this is for all the Nicoles out there. I'm like, first of all, the Nicoles, tainted the season. But she says, I'm quirky. She put herself as quirky in the same category as being a person of color, as being someone who might get picked on for autism.
She did it.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
This girl,
yes, she did.
Let me call Nicole Anthony because I'm getting very frustrated with you. And it's time for me to talk to you one-on-one. I'm a clinical psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to talk to you. Okay. This has to stop. And you know who's making it worse? That gay white man that you do those shows with and that podcast with, who also doesn't know what a struggle is. Okay, this is what all of the problems is. You have him helping. Girl, you live in a home, okay, with your parents still. Okay, when I turned 18, my mom dropped me off in Washington, D.C. and did not come back until I graduated from Howard University. And then since then, I moved to 4 different states, and that lady didn't even visit. Okay. We don't have the money. We don't have the resources. We didn't have any of that was going on. And I was a gay black male, okay? So outside of being shot, okay, by the police, just for walking down the street one day or having a hoodie on your hands in your pockets, okay? Now you got to be gay. So the people that are also, under the fence with you, they hating you too. But here you are. Just because you are quirky, you think that you're just, I'm not gonna tear down your struggles, but I'm not gonna say that you're on the same playing field as us, okay, girl? When I saw that video, and I know we're going on to, there was a video of her dancing, okay, like a black swan, okay, in the middle of, in front of her house,
her parents' yard.
Girl, that house looks so big, and maybe this is the poor side of me. This could just be the poor side of me. The fact that she's sitting out here doing all of this with this huge dress on. That's why you ain't get a chance to talk. That's why Joleen asked you no questions. That's why nobody said what's going on with you. How are you? What do you think is going to happen? Because you don't have the substance, the lack of flavor. And that boy, Eddie Long, teaching you wrong out there that you going around doing podcasts with, doing videos with, y'all doing random TikToks about broccoli. I'm just over both of you all, and you just need to leave me alone. He's sitting up here giving people seizures with his random, nasty, tacky videos with screens and scrolls everywhere he thinks he's CNN. And now here you are working with him, acting like you're ready to hear and I'm going to defend the world, and you can do it. What are you doing? You live at home. You got no struggles. People out here ain't got no job. You on national television screens. Have enough money to sit here and buy that tacky dress. And it looked like, because I was doing up and down parts, drones. Y'all got money for drones. But you sit here, we'll be able to sit your raggedy ass down, get a therapist, and don't leave the house. And stop talking to that gay white man. He's teaching you the wrong way. This ain't it, girl. This ain't it.
This ain't it. Busy. That was beautiful. Total Drama Simmer says she's just mad because she lost her fan base, which I get, but she did it to herself. You did it to yourself. You had some piss poor gameplay, and that's fine. You could have come back from that. And we'll talk a little bit about Ian and what he said. But here's the thing. I get that it's a monster we created. I truly think Nicole Anthony has become the monster that we fans created. Let me break it down. Let me tell you why I think that. So now I maybe not created, but we enabled. So
that man did this to her. I feel like she was a good person.
Oh, no. The man's definitely done it to her. The cargo short wearing 40-year-old cocked hat dude with the white tongue, he has done this to her.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah. who is just trying to get on the show and trying to like hip hop anonymous, and I am here to, it's too much. It's too much. It's like, she's been through so much. No, that's a no from Busy. That's a no from me. So here's what happened last season. BB21, quick recap, catch up. Season was trash. There was no good white people on it. There's all the white people were not good. Kat, I was talking to Ina about this earlier, and she brought up a good point. Like, Kat's very self-aware. Cool. Christy, Tommy, gross. Holly, let's see who else. A Cliff Note, no thanks. He was making very problematic statements himself and setting up David with wanting to pee on the floor and blame it on David. Jerkson, Aquadouche, Baby Banks, all problematic. The one good white we had was Nicole. And all these racists and bigots were coming at Kemi. We loved Kemi. We felt for Kemi. We felt for Ovi. We felt for David. We felt. We saw the people of color in the house. Jess, we saw them having to have conversations, coded conversations with each other about the racism in the house because they were afraid to call it out because it's CBS, and people will say, they won't blame the racist. They'll say, you are pulling the race card. We've seen it happen time and time again. So we saw Nicole Anthony, the only one in the house that seemed to have a heart and was friends with Kemi, and we really stood that relationship. We stand it, and so we liked that. And then all the people of color left, and Nicole was left. We were like, all right, there's only one white left, one good white. That's all we had left. So you know what? All the love we were going to throw at Kemi, we'll throw at Nicole because we feel like she really stood by. Then to find out that after the season, so we only liked you because we felt like you were the only ally in the house of
you got it, girl.
Garbage. You left the season and you befriended, you wanted the popularity more than you truly wanted to be a friend or ally. You never reached out to Kemi. You never, in the way you should have. Kemi sent her videos. Nicole admitted to this. She was sent videos by Kemi saying, if you're going to hang out with these problematic people, you should watch what they said about me in the house, the bigoted statements they said, the racist bullshit. And Nicole said, nah, I'm not, I just can't. She used her privilege. That's her privilege, that she hasn't got to watch the video. Kemi has to live it. So right there, I was like, and then she kept socializing and she became a racist apologist with Jerkson and wanted being friends. But while Kemi is just out there, floating, you just left her out there hanging to dry. So she betrayed us. Who we thought she was not who she thought who she really is. This unicorn persona is not her. If you watch the live feeds from BB21, I caught it last season when she was like, I wear combat boots and leather jackets. I'm more interested in that than the 25-year-old unicorn lady. So we all stand for her so hard and didn't want her to get bullied, but I think she started to believe her own hype. She started to believe she was a real victim. And honey, you're not. You're not a real victim. You're fine.
Take note. Like y'all heard what Joleen said. Take note. This is for all y'all white hoes out here. And I normally say this on my channel, and the people who with us, they know what I mean when I say that. But these for all y'all white hoes out here who, I just had to turn the TV off. I had some friend. It's not a friend. I was talking to a coworker the other day. Sorry. And I was like, oh my God, were you watching on the news? And oh no, I just have to turn that stuff off. It's just like, just to save my mental. Wouldn't it be nice? Like, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? And that's what old girl did. Oh no, before you start going around getting COVID with these people, look and see. Look at what they did to me. Oh no, I don't want to feed into that stuff in the back. I'm just gonna go with who they are in front of me. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then you get yourself entangled, like Jada Pickett and whatever that guy's name was, August Alsina. You get entangled with this white gay who does not have your best girl. I'm telling you right now, he does not have your best interest. I don't know much about the girl, and I want him to act like he's gonna speak over here on me, girl. I'll ruin you. Don't do it. He don't have your best interest, because if he did have your best interest, he would be able to say to you what you're doing wrong. How you get with someone and you thank them so much. You see what me and Joleen got going on? The girls are like, oh my God, I love this combination. Oh, I'm growing, she's growing, we're all growing. The girls are standing. Yep. No, girl, you hook up with him and your fan base goes down. Down. People are not here for it. And you're like, oh, he's the best thing that ever happened to me. This is what cults act like, and this is what abusers do. They make everybody else go against you.
He's very John Yates-esque. I get vibes from this
and
dude.
Now you're his he's gonna be your savior. Oh no, they don't get you. You're quirky. You're that girl, and I'm the only one who gets you.
Yeah, let's do these cringy videos. These are not helping you, honey. You need to be around people your age, maybe other women, because clearly listening to over 40-year-old men like Cliff Hogg, like Kevin Campbell, and now like your co-host is not working for you because it hasn't worked for you in any of the things. And her co-host thought he was doing something with getting me and Miranda fired from TV Co for speaking up on what we saw. Looked like he was kind of grooming her. It was very disgusting, the behavior that we saw from the guy. Like clearly clout chasing. I mean, I remember TV Co was like, you should work with Eric. And I'm like, Eric, what am I going to learn from this dude? Like, I am a comedian. I do have talent. This guy clout chases and is going to use this young woman until she's not popular, and watch it. They'll be gone. You can't
He needs to put disclaimers on his videos. You may have a seizure. It's so much going on. I'm telling y'all, I hated watching his videos because it was just like, it was almost like it was like news things going on over here, scroll things going up here, tacky, look like we made an clip art things over here, and then you just see his face. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah. He's a freaking weirdo. He's a weirdo. People have come at me and been like, Joleen, he's great. I'm like, this weirdo reported me and Miranda to TV Co. The morning he knew TV Co was going to message us to say we were fired for talking about their God, who now, how's that doing for you? He followed me to see if I posted about it. It's like, bitch, you think TV Co is something that was side work. Look at my hustle. Calm down, boy. I get
TV
you're
Co,
jealous.
look over here, girl. Don't you wish we was back, bro? Don't you wish you had afternoon tea over there? Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, TV Co. Oh, but yes, let's get side words cap. Oh, I'm gonna put together. She's just the girl and she's on. I'm gonna put together tacky videos. Her. I'm just so. Oh, what does he do in real life?
Who knows? Who knows? He's got, again, just like John Yates, he's got these hags, and the hags come for you. So I've had experience with his hags. Like I said, they all look like the Long Island medium. They literally all have the big blonde, like kind of asymmetrical cut with the big poof, and they will make it their business to fucking bring you down. And to me, I'm like, I don't care. Okay, listen. I don't have time for this, but this dude is, I stay booked and busy with Busy Blue, period.
I don't need
go from being a snarky ass video person like he was and blogger and be like calling people out and harassing Nicole Franzel and things like that to now being like, yes, teens and unicorns and we're going to save the world. You guys couldn't save yourselves. Listen, you can't save yourself from the Old Navy clearance section. You're not going to save me. I don't know what you're talking about. So it's a no for me.
You didn't get to say anything. National television was on the show. Sorry, you guys. My chair arm is like wiggling. And I think I'm the screwdriver, and my chair's the screw under here saying, "Girl, you don't have the strength." But
I think people are smart enough to see that it's very disingenuous, and it's like we're gonna save the world. And hi, friends! Like there's grown adults want to watch people be real, and you also have to practice what you preach. Busy, you have to be. If you say you are an ally, be an ally to your friends. Be an ally to those people. The fact that you left Kemi and just left her hanging out there and you go make friends with all these problematic white dudes, that says a lot about you. That says a lot about you. You're 25. This whole I'm super young narrative needs to stop. She's 25. People have babies and marriages and families. Give me a break. Give me a break.
And we are in the middle of a pandemic. What bothers me, and we try to tell y'all hoes this in the beginning, and at this point, it's not even just like people of color at this point. Let's just say it's about the poor people. The fact that you can sit here and you're doing all this stuff, oh, I'm gonna make it and this and that, and you got that whole huge, it looked like an apartment complex, that huge house that you were living in behind you. You have dresses and all types of stuff, makeup, and people, drones. And we see, and you're the victim. Oh, I take responsibility. I take responsibility. Stop trying to. Girl, there's a lot of stuff actually happening on in people's lives. I want to thank all of y'all right now for even being able to see here. And I'm thankful that me and Joleen can give y'all some laughter. Real is happening. Like,
Real
really,
stuff.
what is happening?
You are not the victim, sweetheart. Like this is not how we're going to do it. And the thing with our YouTube community, especially our Big Brother YouTube community, Carter, Matt, TV Talks with Tom, Nerdtainment, Miranda, Busy, Shay, we're very supportive of each other. And I get that this certain podcast isn't really involved in that very much. But we like to support each other. So any kind of other creator trying to get another creator fired from something for purely speaking their opinion, as we're all commentators here, is just ridiculous. So anyways,
you truly are. It shows exactly who we are.
We're not out here. We don't got to clout. We don't got to clout chase. We don't have to do that kind of stuff. We can, just talk to people and have a good time. So here's the thing that happened. So here, Nicole Anthony has went on. So again, Unicorn Nicole, she has made it a point to now go on Twitter and stuff and say that people are harassing her and calling her a slut. And everyone is trying to tell her, like, they're talking about the wrong Nicole. They're probably tagging you. No one thinks Nicole Anthony's a slut. No one's slut shaming her like they are Nicole Franzel, which I don't condone. And I don't think people should be doing that. That's why I don't call her some of the nicknames that people call her. I just do her impressions and her voice. But so Nicole Anthony's trying to make every struggle about her. It is such a white lady Karen thing to do, to be like, listen, if you lived a life, you've been through something. But let's just say, as Busy said, there's lots of things going on. And when Busy just described a little bit about his background and things, you have never dealt with anything like that in your life. So be lucky, be grateful, and quit trying to make yourself the victim. No one's here to watch you be a victim. You can't save the world because you can't save yourself. You need to learn a lot and be an ally to your friends. Okay?
Tell her. Or there's a lack of self-awareness. How does a virgin get on the screen and talk about, they're calling me a whore? No one's talking about you. Why would you think we're talking about you? Why would you ever think you're talking about you? 2 waters, please.
Like Nicole Franzel, yes, for sure. She's being talked about. She's the talk of the town. Nicole Anthony, that is not you. That is not you. That is not you, miss. Speaking of Nicole Franzel, she is going on a rampage of unfollowing. Now, I want to give a shout out to a certain channel that I recently subscribed to, and I want you guys all to do me a huge favor and subscribe to this channel, because they are putting together the post BBT in little videos with receipts and everything, and I am here for it, and I love it. And I actually messaged this person on their YouTube. I don't know, I left a comment and I was like, give me your Venmo. I'm sending you $25 right now, because you are doing the Lord's work so that I don't have to go search all around for everything in between. And it starts with a W, and I'm looking it up here. Busy. And
did you send it to me?
I didn't. No, I did. Right? I sent you a link. Yes. Can you tell me what the name is so I can put it in and search it? Because I forgot.
It is.
I stuck to it, but I forgot.
Are you sure it's not? It's Winera Vids.
Yes. So how do I spell that?
WINNERINA. Thank you. Vids. Y'all see my sexy boyfriend? He got a haircut too.
Hey, the bay. Hey, the bay.
WINNERINA. Vids.
Bids?
Vids. VIDS.
What the freak? Why can't I find this thing? Come on. My husband took off so nothing pops up on my YouTube. Oh my God, this is so freaking frustrating because he doesn't like to. Oh, I put winner vids. So wait.
I'm sending it to you right now. I'm sending it to you like literally right now.
Fudge me, guys. This is just like.
There you go.
Okay. I'm going to look at it right now. Okay. I'm
subscribing. I just subscribed.
Okay. So Winnerina Vids. Okay. Winnerina Vids. I want to share it with you guys on my share option. Thank you, Jeeves. Okay, I found it. Okay, so I'd like to get this channel. I don't know who this person is, you guys, but I love supporting smaller creators and content creators, and also people who put together the stuff. So give me the tea. And thank you so much, Total Drama Simmer, for the super chats. You are so appreciated. So you guys go support Winnerina Vids. At 380 subscribers, let's get them over 1,000, because then you can start monetizing and stuff. A lot happens.
People are so amazing. I'm now seeing The Witch.
You are seeing it?
Yes.
Who sent it to you? Did they tag you in it?
what I sent you when I was nervous to open it up, and I was like, "Girl, I'm gonna send you something real quick." That was so they gave more background. Y'all, if y'all are sending me something, and if it's gonna be on the other side, first of all, because we stand our subscribers and we stand our supporters. Y'all are some of like the best people, the best people in the world. But you got to give context, girl. Y'all can't just be sending me media and think I'm gonna open it. I don't know if it's gonna be Google Boy, and I mean not Google Boy, Hotmail Boy, MySpace man, and I get nervous. So you have to put a little bit more context. Say, oh, I'm such and such from here, or I'm such and such from here. Then I'm like, oh, I stand you. Oh, I'm Zoe's mama. I'll do it. I'm Bobbles. I'm Ivy Lynn. You know what I'm saying? I'm Fonda, girl. You know, you got to do stuff like that. Then I'm like, okay, you're safe with me. Now I'm looking at it. This is weird.
Okay, so we'll get back to that. You take a look at that, Busy. So definitely sub to Winarina Vids, and Winarina is putting together all these great compilations, doing the research. So Nicole Franzel is at it. She is unfollowing people, and she has unfollowed Cody. So I don't want to play Winarina's video because I don't want to steal this person's content, but basically did the research, looked into it. Cody's still following Franzel, Franzel unfollowing. It's typical Nicole Franzel behavior, or whoever's running her account. They were giving her a heads up to block me. I'm like, believe me, I am not going to come after anybody on Twitter and tag anybody and tag Nicole Franzel. My goal is not to hurt.
Johnny's so fine.
Who?
Johnny from Love Island.
I thought you talking about John Yates. I'm like, do we need to end this live? What is happening?
Oh no! First of all, if that ever happens, you need to give me an intervention.
A whole doctor's office over to your house. So we just, in that couple minutes, we got Winarina over 400 subs. So let's just get to 1,000. You guys sub, believe me. Okay, so look at all these videos. So basically reposted Kevin's live. So Nicole Franzel, she's been MIA. She has not been online. Danny, I haven't seen anything from Danny yet. But Franzel's unfollowing people. We don't know what's going on.
She's a hater.
But they're definitely, feeling the heat from this season. Now, as far as Kevin goes, Kevin Campbell, he hopped right on Instagram Live, and you can watch them all here on Winarina's. And also, Kat popped in on an Instagram Live. And Kevin, he doesn't know what had happened because he just got out of the house, And thank you, Lori.
She'll follow Brittany Haynes too?
Yes, Janelle just tweeted about it. So she's unfollowing galore. Listen, this is actually not a bad thing for Nicole Franzel. And hear me out. She's going to need to cleanse herself. And I don't want her to get rid of everyone and pretend she's perfect. I just need her to get off of this social media thing and work on some personal things and really, own who she is and figure out why she has so many problems with Janelle's and Rachel Riley's and other women and why she feels so entitled and why she does these things. Like, figure them out, figure that out, work on yourself. So yes, Kevin is still clueless. Kevin, now the tea is Davon went live and Kevin went live, and they decided not to be friends in the jury house. And Kevin describes it as after being in the jury house together, they realized that they didn't think the same on certain topics and things.
Lies.
Right?
You know the story? You want me to tell the story? Because I'll tell the story.
So Busy has the inside scoop.
So y'all, the story goes, hold on. I was making sure that people know that we're live. So the story goes, you remember, okay, because I was talking to Miranda about this yesterday, right? You remember when we got that flashback when David was looking so fine, okay? He was ashy, but he was looking so fine. I'm gonna put the clip up again just so that y'all can see how fine David was looking, because I took a picture of him. I even showed this on Miranda's live yesterday. He was just so fine.
So shout out to Levon. We've given you lots of love on this channel.
Hey, Levon.
If it is, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know if it's the same Levon. We don't know.
I don't know what Levon.
Mm-hmm. He does look really cute there. His skin is perfection.
No, not those legs. It looked like it needs to be hit with some Aveeno. But
he can have the Olay from Nicole Franzel. There you go.
He needs something, because those legs was a no for me's walk. But
so spill the tea.
Y'all remember when him and Kevin was sitting there, and Kevin was like, so what would you classify me as? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like what would you say? Would you say like I'm black? I'll call you Kevin. And then he did this whole confessional on, people don't understand that I'm Black and Japanese. And, it just made me feel some type of way that, when I was talking to Davon one day in the storage unit. Do you remember this episode? I was talking to Davon one day in the storage unit, and she was like, there's only 3 Black players in the house, and, and we really got to protect us. And I was thinking to myself, I'm Black. Why didn't she include me? Why wouldn't she say that I'm, I'm having this struggle about how people perceive me and this and that. Well, word got back to her. I'm going to say the word is David. And then in the jury house, she was like, so were you talking about me behind my back? And he's like, no, I wasn't talking about you behind your back. And she's like, well, what's this story about you saying that you had a problem with what I was saying to you in a storage unit, this and that? Yeah, I didn't like that you didn't include me when you said that there are only 3 Black people in the house and I'm Black, so it's 4. She was like, well, why didn't you say anything to me? I don't know if this is how the story went per se, but all in all, she got word that he was, in my opinion, talking about her behind her back. Girl, if you felt some type of way about me not calling you, saying that you used to be included in the Black people, then just say, well, girl, no, it's 4 of us because I'm Black too. No, you waited until I was evicted from the house weeks later and then tells David I didn't like that she didn't include me. Girl, you're talking about me then. He's like, well, we just didn't see it. We didn't agree on the same things. Girl, you were talking about her behind her back.
I've talked about this when I went live with Ina. This is one of the dirtiest edits I've seen Big Brother do. They waited for Davon to be out of the house to talk about the situation, to give Kevin this part of his storyline where he feels as a mixed person that he didn't fit in on either side. Here's where this is very disingenuous. Sorry, I got to fix my wig a little bit. This is very disingenuous on Kevin's part, on David's part, if I said David, I don't remember, on Kevin's part. So Kevin could have a story and he could say, I feel this type of way, whatever. So they feel like they threw Davon under the bus because Kevin had regularly said on the feeds that he was never treated the same way as he thinks like Bay and Day and David were, because he felt as though people didn't see him as Black the first thing they saw. So he felt there was a kind of a privilege that went with that. So he put himself outside of that. Davon never put him out of that. Davon just heard what he said. And then she's like, all right, well, then I guess you're not considered, like, whatever. She wasn't trying to do hurtful. She wasn't trying to say who's what and I'm categorizing you this way. I feel like Davon was done so dirty in this way, and Kevin let it happen because Kevin regularly talked to Bailey on the feeds, talked to Davon on the feeds about, no, that never happened to me because people thought of him more as ethnically ambiguous. And that's kind of how he described it, where he didn't have those same experiences that Bay or Day or David talked about. So
who thinks, y'all put in the comments, because somebody say Hispanic, somebody say Cuban. What did y'all think Kevin was? Put in the comments.
People from BB11 thought he was Mexican and thought he was Hispanic and thought different things. So Davon never took that away from him, but he made it seem like, and he allowed the producers in the edit, which I'm sure definitely got back to Davon, and she got a really bad edit when she couldn't even speak for herself and answer for it. I thought that was really dirty of Big Brother to do after they used Davon this season to kind of be like, look at all, she will speak, for the culture and voice, and she will speak about Black Lives Matter and all these things so that CBS could look kind of clean. But then in the end, did her so wrong with waiting till she's out of the house to give Kevin this edit when she couldn't even answer for herself. Like a lot of people are saying, I thought he
say he's Black. If you Black, if you like it, because I don't want nobody to come up to me and be like, oh, are you from Africa? No, girl. No, I'm not. Okay, where's your family from? Girl, I'm Black. I don't know. Okay, slave trade, something happened. I'm Black. Like, I don't understand why you don't. We know you're not white. So honestly, he looks like a white man to me with a bad tan. If so, no. I just like, instead of always saying, oh no, that never happens to me. That never happens to me. Girl, say, as a Black gay male, I ain't never have anything like that happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
And are you mad at me? I always tell people this, girl, you can't have a fight with me okay, and expect me to do something about it, and you have not told me what was wrong ever. Give me a chance to do you wrong, and then we can fight. Don't be like, oh yeah, I've been mad at you for years because of that day. Well, girl, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah, and I think with Kevin, she was a good friend to him in the house, and I think she called him out on some stuff, like being a Tyler fan. He was a huge Tyler fan. Kevin had very bad reads this season. The good thing is he's hitting social media and he seems to be pretty aware of how trashy his game was. But I think it's because he's 40 and he knows if he doesn't own it, they're going to drag him. So it's better to just own it because you're going to get dragged anyways. Right. But I really think that Kevin, this just was unnecessary. And I think he wanted to kind of be friends with people that Da'Vonne was I think she saw through that. She saw through them. And so unfortunately, yeah, there was that whole issue. So now they're not friends. And apparently David doesn't want to be friends with Da'Vonne either. And I don't get why Da'Vonne, I mean,
I'm lost. Or she said that David said that she messed up his game and everything that went wrong with the game was Da'Vonne's fault. Now, I need David to explain that to me.
I kind of agree with you, Jackie, that Kevin is jealous of Da'Vonne. I kind of get that.
Let me see this one. I'm not. What are we giving? Y'all know I love an Abby because there's like a black and white. There's like this Sierra hue or tint, but I'm not sure if this is like her hand. I love the mysteriousness about it all. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah.
I'm just here. I really am Team Day on this one because I don't think Da'Vonne ever did anything negative towards Kevin. If anything, Kevin, if you notice, he was like wanted to be Nicole Anthony's BFF, and then was skeptical of Da'Vonne a little bit at times, and then also, made really weird comments about Janelle, and then him and Bailey. I think Bailey could kind of read Kevin, like she could kind of see through some of his BS, and play in the middle and being like, what?
I don't even know if it's BS at this point. I don't want to give Kevin too much. But because I'm not mad with Kevin. I feel like there's some personal issues that he has to deal with. He's struggling with, and it all played out with these girls who. What the white people did know is that she wasn't white, and I don't know which one of y'all thought he was up in here. What the white people did know, or what the Magnificent Eight or whatever they call themselves, the committee. I don't know. What they did know was that you wasn't white. Okay. And you had to some way pick, to be a part of the tribe. And because there's so much I want to say. It didn't. Once the real life got into the house, you couldn't fake it anymore.
They could have had the biracial discussion because Kevin's feelings are completely valid. Like, yes. I think you're just hearing from Lynn, like, I'm biracial and I get everything Kevin said, totally valid, without dragging down Da'Vonne, because Da'Vonne didn't create that. That it was almost like they were looking for a villain in this situation. And it just, it didn't work for me because I watched the live feeds. I saw what Kevin said. I saw what Da'Vonne said. And you're not going to convince me that in this situation, Da'Vonne was out there 24/7 making Kevin feel as though he didn't fit in when Kevin himself said you didn't fit in. So there you go. I mean, that's kind of where we're at with that. So then the David thing, some people think it could be because Da'Vonne and the comment she made, the Uncle Tom comment, I believe, about David.
Now that was a little wrong, but
I think
it's also a little right. Sorry.
I think it has more to do. I think David, even before that comment, David wanted to blame Jess Milagros. We heard him on the live feeds for his, for how he had to play so safe and how he had to do this, because David set a precedent preseason from BB21 that he didn't necessarily have women of color and their back when he was in the house being Kemi and stuff. And then outside of the house when he befriended the jackasses. And I have heard from some house guests that he was called out for that. Like, why are you, like, these jackasses, jerks, and Aquadush want to hang out with you, but do they only want to hang out with you so they can post a picture on social media and say they're not racist so they can get on the challenge? So it felt like David wanted this acceptance from these bigots when
and
really
they don't want to accept you. Do you remember that random video? Was it Jack or Jackson? I cannot remember. And they just found those black girls look like they were at Sbarro. And he's just like, hey, chill out. They're like, hey, going for 2 seconds. And then the video was off. Oh, I can't remember if it was Jack or I want to say it was Jackson because I feel like Jack has gone away. Like he literally has gone. Which one was Aqua Douche?
Aqua Douche was Jack, and Jerkson was I don't even know their real
Jerkson,
names.
So that was the one. I feel like it was Jerkson, the one
Jackson.
who just did this random video with black people and like wasn't even sitting with them.
With black women at a restaurant. He had been on vacation and he's trying to act like it's like Jerkson, no, because he wants to be on the challenge. And they did these fake ass apologies when then their text message exchange was exposed where they were all still being very, very, very racist. So I just feel like
Did he get on the challenge?
I don't think so. I know Annalise, because of those text messages getting leaked, did not get on the challenge. She was supposed to be on the challenge. And so she's all pissed. It's like, well, maybe don't.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I don't feel bad
Fix
for her.
your forehead.
I don't know. I just feel like with Annalise, it's like you can't tell me that this is the first time, even though you didn't reply in the text exchange, you were banging a racist for how long and dating him and you didn't know he never said anything. Come on now. Come on. Okay. Listen, no, it's a no. There's a lot of people that deserve TV time. You had yours. It didn't work out. Move on with your life. Learn what an adverb is. See you later. So no, I don't know. No, it's a privilege to be able to be on the challenge or get that kind of, platform. And
I promise.
People don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Some of them don't deserve it. They were given a chance that most people were never given. Look what you did with it. You shit on it. So that's your problem. Now with David, Amen. I feel as though he had that kind of chip on his shoulder going in, feeling like he had that stigma against him of that. I remember Jess, I think she did a podcast or something where she said that she doesn't see, someone had asked her the question, David working with a woman of color on All Stars, and that was not well received by David. So David went in there with something to prove, like I will work with people of color, like I will do this. So that was all David's internal shit. He didn't have to project that onto Davon. You know what I mean?
He did it. The thing is, you did it. He came in there, not talking about black boy joy or nothing like that. He came in doing David's thing. He wanted to work with whoever these white people were, whoever it was going to be, he was going to work with them. He only came over, and the problem was he had this problem with Davon. Beatty's like, well, I guess I have a relationship with him. We'll see where it goes. He had the most friction with the people of color.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't get it, because when his dad came up on the screen, I was thinking, how that man raised somebody like this? I just didn't see it. I just didn't see. Everything about David frustrates me because I want to love him. I want, he's my color. Just because you're my color, though, don't make you my kind. And the way that he only came to Davon when, and it's hard because he did come up, he came on our side because, girl, you don't fit over there. They're not gonna let you over there. And then, when things started to get a little messed up, Davon was like, girl, it had to be you, but you the one who made me think this way. It's hard. It's hard. I feel for David coming out of this house. And I really did want to like him as he was leaving, because then I felt bad because, Davon, when she went on at him, I felt the same way too. And the way you've been acting, you can't make me feel like I shouldn't feel this way, because, girl, you've been against me the whole time. So why would I not think that now you also voted for them again? So I felt for him when he was getting out, but now that I know that he was like, Davon, you the reason why, girl, you could go too.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame Davon for your bad game and the fact that you had to, due to your own behavior, you had something to prove going into this house. That's just, that to me is not fair. Okay, speaking of apologies and people being mad and not friends, Ian Terry actually had quite a good tweet, I thought. I want to get your thought on this, Busy. Let me share it here. Okay, so this is something that when Ina and I break down the Big Brother episodes, Ina always brought this up. And this was something that I feel a lot of people, and Ina felt a lot of people forgot about. So there were, Ian was heard saying that he would, we'll just read it. Here's Ian's tweet. He says, I want to take a minute to acknowledge and apologize for a microaggression I made that isn't getting a lot of attention. I should never have referred to David and Kevin as inferior players, nor should I have told Danny I'd only vote for her over those two players and Day. He goes on to say, even if it was just an empty campaign threat, it's still rude and very bad optically. Same with the Day and Bay name slip up the prior week. I'm sorry.
First of all, it is getting attention, and that right there shows me who you're around and who you're listening to. Because I had a problem with the whole campaigning week, and a lot of people of color did, and I had wrote him off too. Because okay, look, first of all, girl, they're laughing at you when we got your back. They by sitting here telling you games and all of this stuff, and your best friend was making fun of you. And you know what you did? You went over into those people's rooms and said, "Oh, I'll definitely vote them out. Oh, they'll never be." And those was the same hoes. Teach me how to act. Who was doing all of that stuff against you and doing all this stuff, and we the ones who had your back. No, it's getting attention. It's not getting white people's attention, girl, because they got stuff to talk about. I like the fact that he's doing it. Don't minimize our struggle in the midst of you apologizing to us. But I love the fact that he was able to say, I mean, I wish he called it the thing a thing. Outside of a macroaggression I made. Girl, we're not inferior players. That was racist. That was racist. You couldn't say the other thing, so you said inferior players. That was racist. You were being racist, and you didn't. And to think about the people that you called out, Davon, Kevin. See, Kevin, this is what we're talking about right here, girl. You are always a part of this group. Kevin, David. It was racist. It was racist. It wasn't a microaggression. You were being racist. You were being racist. Oh, I'll never work with them. How dare they? Girl, but you weren't in the club either. This is what happens. They go against people of color, people with disabilities, and the gays. And if you're a part of those groups, girl, good luck. Good luck. And unfortunately, you were a part of that group.
Yeah. No, beautifully said. I mean, that's, a lot of people are saying that's the least Ian could do. Let's keep it real, So the only thing that I thought, and Ina and I were talking about it, is that it's sad to say, but at least he's saying something, because you see so many people leave the house and they get defensive. So I did notice a difference, and at least he is saying something. And again, it's not my job as a white woman to forgive him, because that's not, you know what I mean? You'll see a lot of white people on Twitter like, it's okay. It's like, well, yeah, it's okay for you, because he wasn't talking about you. Right.
That's what it's not getting out of attention. Girl, from who? Because we saw that and I didn't let it go. And I'm glad that he even I wasn't going to be over there in the first place. So I don't know whose attention he's trying to get it from, but I'm glad that he at least apologized.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with
Terry.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not worried about it. Ina says, I feel like his apology was sincere. Now let's see how he moves forward, going forward. Yeah.
No, I definitely do. And girl, you're just like us. Like you are just like, for some people just think they just so above the color stuff and the race stuff. When you coming out here talking about your autism, they made fun of you all of the time. Christmas said she was going to go out there, and this bitch is going to be coming to the jury late. I'm going to take that. If there's a, what's hammock. That swing called? If there's a hammock, I'm going to sit up. First of all, you coming 5 weeks late to the jury talking about what you're about to take away from people. They made fun of you just as much. At some point, you're going to have to realize you're part of the group.
They were brutal to Ian when it came to Christmas, especially when it came to the hammock and things like that. I thought I could open my little things, but and so you're exactly right, Busy. And the people that came to your aid and actually understood your struggle and did not tease you were Davon, Bailey, David, Kevin. So again, like Busy said, it's a freaking hierarchy of kind of, of bigotry. They're going to eventually it'll hit you. So it's kind of like, the MLK quote, it's like an injustice everywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I don't know if I paraphrased that, said it right, but it's true. That's why when people are like, you guys are focusing too much on that. If you let these things slide, eventually it'll hit your home. And then all of a sudden people are like, wait a minute, because you let these injustices slide and you didn't call it out and you didn't call people out and hold them responsible. Girl, so then
first they came for the blacks, then they came for the gays, and I said nothing. Okay. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak. Girl, it's only a matter of time that it's your turn.
Exactly.
And it was your turn.
Exactly.
And who was he apologizing to?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, we're not following Ian.
Just the world, I guess.
This is why he's giving an apology to something that isn't getting a lot. Who's he apologizing to? Who is he trying to get credit for? Who is he trying to, change his? Girl, go away from me with this. Go away from me with this, Ian. I thank you for saying something, and thank God. I know a white person to let me know that you were doing it.
Yeah, it did take me having to tell Busy. So maybe you should. I don't know. I don't know how he should. Yeah, I'm not sure what he needs to do, but this isn't necessarily it. Okay, so I don't know if you saw. Well, you probably saw how Davon, she left the house and now she's calling Cringemas. She came up with a better nickname than we all could in an entire season. The 1 foot felon.
1 foot felon, yes, I did see that. Now Davon has been getting a lot. She's been on Twitter tweaking. Okay, the girl has been like, send me all your stuff, and I love how when she finds a new gift, Jeff, whatever you want to call. I'm still over here laughing.
So this started a whole feud between Janelle and Christmas's mom, aka Labor Day, aka Halloween, aka Cringemas. So Janelle tweeted. So it's really messy. So Janelle tweeted, I'm still over here laughing about Davon calling Christmas a 1 foot felon. It's literally the tweet of the day. And if post show is this good, I may stick around. Like post show has been pretty good to us. So I kind of saved, I don't know if I'm going to get to all these pictures. So, so here's when Davon officially said it. This Noah had the screen grab of Cringemas saying the stuff about I'm going to get shot after. So here's a clip of Cringemas.
Yeah, I remember
talking about nominated Day and Bay. Christmas says, I'm going to get shot. Somebody's going to put a fork in my face. And Franzel says, they'll stop that. And Christmas says, not if that happens fast enough. I'm scared. And I'm not easily spooked. So then Davon replied, I was and am fully aware of the 1 foot felon. So then Janelle tweeted that she liked that nickname. And then so let me get back to Christmas's mom stuff. Okay. So so Christmas's mom went then and got mad at Janelle for this tweet. And she said, tell at Janelle her brats have mousy rat hair and look stupid. Hope they break foot. That's how a mother feels. Don't take kindly to vicious, she needs to learn how to spell, nasty post. Trash my daughter.
She needs to learn a lot of stuff. Learn how to spell these sentence fragment errors. Everything about it, we're not capitalizing the first word of our sentence. She's missing commas here and there. That's how mother feel. So it just, first of all, she has little kids. You're a grown ass. You're a grown woman out here with a daughter driving through other people's cars. First of all, I don't think we need to defend anyone at this point because we see what your daughter could do. And you're talking about little girls. These are little girls. Janelle has little kids as children.
Well, that's what Janelle is saying because people were like, what? Wait, what did you do to Christmas? She's like, nothing. I laughed at Davon calling her a 1 foot felon. I've never publicly said anything bad about Christmas. She's definitely not my favorite house guest, but whatever. And even if she did, Christmas signed up for this. She is a full adult. And what Janelle is saying, they're like, are you kidding me? Talking about family is not okay. And then Janelle said, it would be one thing if they were adults, but they're 8 and 6. 8 and 6.
She has little kids.
Yeah.
Like mother, I see the apple. I feel like it's still on the tree. The way that crazy.
The felony didn't fall far from the courthouse. Okay.
Oh my God! First of all, your daughter still has 8 and 6-year-old teeth. How dare you come over here and you talk about anybody else? I'm so over her.
I know. And that to me was one of the more disgusting post-season things with Cringemas's mom. So Cringemas, I'm going to see if I can look her up. Is this on?
Yo, rise above. Everybody, all my faves, rise above. Rise above. They're all trashy. They're
my mom would never. You know how many things my mom sees online that people say about me and she never even replies because she has better things to do with her life and she would never attack innocent children. Like
my mom doesn't even know what I'm doing live. She doesn't even know that I'm on live, that I'm even online. My mom can't even pick up a computer. Hey, you're sitting here, your daughter's up here with her child's play teeth, kindergarten teeth, teething ring teeth. I just lost the two fairy ass teeth, and you're sitting here talking about a 6 and an 8-year-old. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, old lady, because your daughter looked like she's up there in age. Okay, she broke her foot with CrossFit, couldn't even help her. And you're sitting here, you're talking about 8 and 6-year-olds.
Cringe Miss is younger than me. She's younger than me.
Oh, you're rat mousy. What are you serious? Look at your daughter. She looks like she's nibbling on cheese, and there's a trap somewhere not too far away from her. Okay. What you should have been doing is talking to that lady who stole her baby daddy from her. Or you could have been giving her talking to before she went out there and got that felony. But no, you trolling on the internet. This is why your daughter out here wrecking people's vehicles, because you too busy with your Twitter fingers and your Instagram fingers typing up and telling people what they should or shouldn't do with their 8 and 6 years old. Maybe if you would have done that with your 8 and 6-year-old, she wouldn't be out here on television looking like a racist and ramming into people's cars because they stole somebody that wasn't hers in the first place. Girl, give it up. People have XEX all the time, and just because you have a baby with someone doesn't mean you need to be with them, okay? And you don't need to be driving your vehicle into something else. I hope you was down there at the police office, at the police station, say, "Excuse me, this is my daughter," okay? With the mousy hair and the kindergarten teeth. Can you let her out? But no, you're sitting here talking about Janelle's children and the time you got on your hands to know what her children look like.
Right?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Get a career. Get a job. Get off my.
You're exactly right, Busy Blue. Mr. Big Mo 32. Thank you for the super chat. Says happy Halloween, Jolene and Busy. The clowns.
Come on, orange hair here, sir. Big and I stand every part of it. You better get a girl something. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get back into character. No, she really made me upset.
No, everyone's saying drag her, Busy. Like, for real, that is some low down, dirty stuff. KRISTINA can fight her own battles. She freaking hit herself in a car and can drive people over, 8 months pregnant at all. So the one leg felon can do what she needs to do. She doesn't need mommy dearest out there dragging little kids in their hair. It's just gross. It's disgusting. And luckily Janelle can just put it on blast, and other people can. And it looks like I searched to see if her mom is still on Instagram, and that profile is no longer existing. And I wonder how long it took.
Better not, because you should have got I hope somebody at that geriatric home took that thing from you and said, no, come on, oh jolly old Christmas mom, Mrs. Claus, please give me the phone, eat your Jello, get off of the internet.
Yes. So yes, we have her.
Kill Kaya Daya.
She's unfollowing everyone. She unfollowed Brittany Haynes. I mean, she's just on a roll. Cody. I mean, she's just, listen, hopefully she's getting some help to figure out whatever it is going on, because she is going to need it. Realification says, well, I've never seen the side of Busy Blue. Loving it. Yes.
Oh no, I see you. You see how that lady took me out my character.
No, you are right in it. At the geriatric home. You are
at
good.
The geriatric, somebody's nursing home.
I think Cringe Miss probably did take, Lisa saying, did she take so everyone on Instagram, a bunch of people, I saw it, tagged her in her mugshot. So all her tagged pictures were just her mugshot for a long time while she was in the house. I'm sure she had someone untag them for her. So that's kind of what, people reported her account. Ooh, Lisa A. Yeah, you shouldn't be talking about kids like that.
Come on, cheekbones. Lisa's giving me.
I know. We love Lisa.
For the gods. I'm here for it.
We love Lisa. We love Tami too. Shout out to Tami. Love you guys together.
Oh, yes. Love you too. What was in that cup? Mojito?
I don't know.
What she had to drink? I've just had water today, unfortunately, and I still have a headache.
Busy Blue.
Your mama, I was. How dare she? You know what? I just, when it comes to kids, I'm very just like sensitive, and it's just like. That's why I had to say all of that stuff about what's going on with John Yates, because the kids are hurting, and you're gonna sit here and you're talking about Mousy, Ratty, and all of this stuff. Kids, yo, talk to me, come to me, or the lady who gave her the name. You could even talk about Davon. No, you want to hit lower than lower than low. This is why your daughter is the way she is right now, because you did piss poor parenting, and you're on the internet.
your kid after something that is so wonderful and delightful, Christmas, knowing they could grow up to be a complete failure. So that ruins things that we like, okay? To the audacity to give someone the name of Christmas, and then she goes on and continues the pattern of bad baby naming. And you know what I mean? It's like, ugh, it's gross. Okay.
And get some veneers and grown-up teeth.
And Levon is still here. Levon, I love that you're sticking with us. Levon said, kids can't fight back. It's not fair. Yes, Levon. And this is, now busy, this is our Levon that we've been standing, just like Andrea Smith and now the Glam Life. So Levon,
that
thank
was the
you.
one who came in and was like, you called me and I must appear?
Yeah, this is the Levon who told John Yates. Yeah.
Girl, you asked for me. Oh, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. You said, call her. That was my favorite thing of the whole entire night. We stand you. Oh, God.
Oh, and we were just like, Heather, shut up. Why are you even here, Heather? Why are you talking?
No,
like,
Joleen, you're putting no more lip gloss. It's supposed to be an hour and 30 minutes.
I know, we are ending. We're pulling this train to an end. I just always put on lip gloss. That's my thing. But Levon, we had your back. We were like, oh, hell no. Heather, you are not going to come up here, sitting in your car, walking around your house.
Part of that whole entire life. Oh, God. We stayed.
My favorite was, I'm not talking to you, Heather. I'm not talking to you. And people were like,
I'm not talking to you.
He was rude. He was kind. He was like, hello, you told me to call in, Mr. John Yates. I am addressing the problem. And guess what? Your Heather friend, who's got her camera on, giving away her 13-year-old's, phone number, or I should say John Yates did. It was a mess. It's a mess. And then they went on to talk about dildos. I was like, no.
You
Marvel,
rubbed the lamp 3 times, and I had to appear. You said, why are you here? Why did you call it? You called for me. You asked for me. No, I didn't. You said if anyone has a problem or anyone has to say, okay, you asked and I shall appear.
What these people do in their minds, they create this narrative that everyone's obsessed with them. Levon isn't obsessed with them. You've seen Levon's video he put out about John Yates. You see what Levon looks like. You see how he carries himself.
According to him, no, he didn't. I've never heard of you before. I've never seen you. Who are you?
Levon's doing a lot better than the motel lasagna. He's good. He's good. You asked him to call. He called. He's got an opinion. You asked for opinions. Marvell Holmes, thank you so much for the super chat. Amber B went from being cut for BB All-Stars 2 for Christmas. Oh my gosh. How could they not put Amber in? To winning season 36 of the challenge and likely winning the same. Oops, that's probably a spoiler in case people watch the challenge. But
right.
Amber from BB16, gorgeous, beautiful, should have gotten another season of Big Brother so she didn't have to deal with Caleb's stalker butt. Remember how Caleb was like weirdly obsessed with her? And now we know about like consent and things like that. We should have known about then, where it's like, can you get away from her, please? Yeah. So motel lasagna. Yeah. It's listen. You called for Levon and he came. You called for your haters and he showed up. And then you had Heather from the Arizona block, trying to fix her messy bun. You know you're going live, Heather. You've been live 5 times now. Put a little concealer on, a little
talking
gloss.
To you, girl. And tell your husband to turn off that football game.
Oh my gosh. So yes, gasp. Nicole unfollowed Cody. Apparently on Wendy gave us a little tea in here. Sorry. Wendy said that Derek unfollowed. I'm sure she got back. She's like, Vic, are you serious? They're blaming me? It's so mean. It's so mean. Vic, they were so mean to me in the house. I kicked out all the girls. And I thought for sure the boys would take me. And then they cut me. It's like, has that ever happened in Big Brother? It's so mean. Every time. Every time a woman pulls that shit, they get cut. Stick with your gender. Don't throw your gender under the bus to win. You can still work with guys. Don't throw your gender under the bus, miss. Okay? Rise with the vag. Okay? Vag pride. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you. Okay. I have vag pride.
Have vag pride. Like, why is it always like the Dannys and Nicoles and Christmas? Like, there can only be one girl. It's the grossest way to think. I gotta dethrone her. Well, guess what you did? You sat in the jury house, lusting after your little Cody crush, and with your big hoop earrings. And you didn't do anything. So what? You got to jury. So you got to stay away from your family longer for what? So that you can crush after Cody?
You're so great. A legend.
You got no crown. Well, here's some more. So real quick as we wrap up, because we do have to go.
Yes.
Close it out. So sorry. Kevin, if you do check out, like I said, we want to give support again to Winnerina Vids. Make sure you guys sub. I showed it earlier. She's Winnerina. I'm don't mean to gender Winarina. They are already up to 432 subscribers. I love it. We started, I think, at like 380 or something. So got all Kevin's lives on here. Kevin was saying that in the jury house, Ian, Davon, and Danny were all very not feeling Nicole, obviously, because hello. Also that he did notice that there was, when Memphis and Nashville and Cringemas were reunited, there was a weird kind of, he said they were very close physically. Now, Cringemas did not stay in the jury house because when you're evicted that close, I think you just go to a hotel, right to the hotel, because then they put them in a hotel for like 2 days or something before the finale.
She was so upset. You can't do anything with that hammock. You thought you were so great. Huh?
Yes. So she didn't even get to take Ian's hammock. So good. And Cringemas and Memphis, he's like, I did notice, because people were telling Kevin things like Cringemas and Memphis might have kissed, then Kat joined, and she did a great job of kind of explaining to him certain things. She's like, I don't know if I should say this, and it's like, Kat, you already said it. She pulled over her car, called into his live, and then he was like, they were? Well, I guess, they were sitting kind of close, and this and that and the other thing. So I'm trying to think of anything else. Hearing Kevin go, she's a felon? Like, maybe we could just play this. It's so funny when they were like, oh.
That's pride. Come on, Lisa.
She's a felon? It was just so funny. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share the audio. Let's see if you guys can hear this. So this is a screen grab from Winarina's channel. Okay, so this is when Kevin, let me turn it up here, finds out that through the chat or through the live that Christmas is a felon.
Yeah, she's a felon. Okay, we're talking about Chris. She's a felon.
Did you hear that, Busy?
Yes, she's the felon. She's the felon. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. She sure is.
Yes, girl. But like Kat joined.
This is
They had this whole little interaction.
Everyone's asking about the wall yellers, but I mean, obviously, like y'all, I don't know. Y'all can't. I mean, I'm sure that y'all weren't really allowed to pay attention to the wall yellers.
Yeah, I mean, the producer specifically asked to not really address it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Knew it.
Yeah.
Well,
the wall yellers were telling the truth, though.
Oh, I didn't distrust them.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh, really? Because you never went with them.
Like.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a message from God.
Yeah, I would take any sort of.
You better thumbs up. I stand.
I think we knew.
What are those Christmas gifts in the back?
I don't know.
We all kind of. I mean, it was always about. Like I know they told.
I'm the worst.
Why?
That.
I'm just like looking at her back seat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I knew that, and then also something about Cody and Nicole running the game. I don't know. It was all the truth. It's crazy.
Yep.
Oh wait, was there a banner?
No.
He said there was no
banner.
banner.
On the hammock, so is that what happened? So why did they?
They cut the feed so much.
How do people know that me and Dave were?
I've never watched the feed before, but like, I don't know.
She's worse than me cutting him off.
When y'all were on this, when there was a wall yeller.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they for sure cut. Yeah, they for sure cut it. I think that was the moment. That was the moment that sparked the 24-hour feed outage. I thought they were gonna get rid of him forever. Like they were so done with us.
I will spill tea with you afterwards. Did you know too that I fainted? Like,
so he fainted from flop. That part was boring. I'm trying to think if he shared.
Jolene, we have to go.
Okay, we gotta go. I'm sorry. We gotta go because he has a life, and my husband's probably like, is she ever gonna get off? Thank you guys so much for watching. Well, next time we'll get to the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. We'll have to break that down and
we should do another one because that should go on our podcast.
Yeah, we'll do it on Married to Bravo. You can join me and Busy on Tuesday at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, and we're going to do Married to Bravo. We'll be covering the latest episode of Potomac, and we'll also talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. But this was I think I missed a super chat. Oh, crap.
Yes, she said, that's pride.
I love you, Lisa A. Thank you.
We love you with those cheekbones. These cheekbones are timeless.
Yes. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope you have a very happy Halloween.
Don't leave too early because you have to make sure that you dance with us at the end. Girl, I dance every time. That's not even a joke. Well, you see me.
We got the end coming up. So Jolene, please stay on live. I can't. I told my husband that we were going to watch scary movies. We're going to have dinner together. We are going to.
Guys, this was supposed to be an hour and a half. I know my partner and her partner. They need to just exchange numbers and say, "You ready? We're going to cut the internet in 3, 2, 1."
Me and Busy are obsessed. We're obsessed with each other. We need to I'm obsessed with you. So I could talk to Busy all freaking day.
When we get off here, we're going to be talking again anyway.
we're gonna find something later online to probably watch together. So anyways,
Amen.
you guys, happy Halloween. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the comments. Make sure you sub to Busy. I linked it so easy. I added him in the title, also in the description of the video. You can just click on it. Sub to Win Arena Vid. Shout out to you. Support small content creators. Don't believe the BS bullshit reality stars trying to get into this podcast game. Support us smaller people who aren't clout chasing. Don't be a hag. Never do the hag work, and go sub to Levon too, because Levon has a YouTube channel. Get Levon to 15K so people can stop saying, "Who's this?" You know who this is. It's
You know
Levon.
who it is.
All right, Busy Blue. Anything to say before we end?
I love you guys, and make sure you dance.
Follow us on social media. Bye, guys.